Notorious. The notorious M.A.D. Machiavelli production. Let's speak easy where the night gets elevated, where the wild and the intelligent get propagated. From the chaos to the culture, everything's narrated. This is where the vibe's so good it can't be replicated.
What is Gucci, my ninjas? I'm me, they're them, and we are us. Yet only three, but still mighty. We are the YouTube equivalent of Braille. People feel us when we speak.
So we do this on every show? I thought this was like unique to History Interrupted, but we do this in Speakeasies too?
I feel like whenever I speak, people feel it.
I mean, sure.
I'm not saying it is in a negative or positive way that they feel it. I'm just saying they feel it. Like, yeah, you feel that speak.
You're gonna feel this, whether you want to or not.
It's highly intrusive.
For real, dead ass. Josh gets it. And here's Jane teasing us with an appearance in the chat. And then awesome
one is taking a shit.
My guy, shouldn't take this long. Anyway, so I was just going through some things, looking for something for us to do. Also, don't forget, if you want to send a tip to show some love, you can to the YouTuber. There's a link, $10. Any of us, you can pick whoever it is, even Brahma, and we'll do whatever. We'll read whatever you put in YouTube, approved in whatever accent you want. Have you ever thought about hearing Brahma do a South African accent? That's how you get it done. You want Slender to do an Indian accent? There you go.
How about we just leave it at mad?
Nope, because that's not as fun. Did you guys like the unintelligible halftime? Listen,
didn't watch it.
This isn't a sports ball, and I don't want to lose Slender. I don't want to lose Slender within the first 3 minutes. But
I was gonna say, man, I heard that everybody was flipping out about the halftime show, and I was like, oh, that was this weekend.
I'll say this: I had never heard Bad Bunny before. This was my first exposure to him, and it was shocking the lack of talent that was on display. He is
that's how you get into the industry now. If you have talent, you're no good to them.
He is
if he didn't have auto-tune, he'd be screwed.
He is the Puerto Rican Lil Chad as far as vocal range. I'm not even kidding you.
That bad, huh?
Yes. It's I was like, wait, did he get ad-lib that in? Like, because Chad will do that when he's reading. Anyway.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. So that's it for sports ball, I guess. He's a wannabe Daddy Yankee Pitbull. I mean, Gasolina. I don't know what gasoline. I guess gasoline, but that song that slaps. You know what I mean?
No.
He's no Ricky Martin. He's no Mark Anthony. He's no Enrique Iglesias.
Enrique Iglesias.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was looking for something for us to do on Speaky. I was looking for something for us to MadFap, and oh boy, wait, come on, nobody, hold on, you can't come in until you hear the signal. You know what else slaps? Boobs. You haven't seen somebody will wagging their dick. That was a callback.
Yes, it was.
To last night. Anyway, so I was looking for something, and I came across this, and it's supposed to be about side scrollers who we know.
I've met Craig a few times.
But the first 3 minutes is phenomenal. I was like, oh, this is perfect. And I had to make sure that Slender would be here for it.
Homophobia, transphobia, ableism, domestic abuse, that angry pronoun guy.
I wonder what he means by...
This sounds like it's going to be awesome.
I wonder what he means by who he's referring to as that angry pronoun guy. Who knows?
If you're just a normal man who loves video games and entertainment, but are just tired of all this nonsense just being shoved right in over and over and over.
Why does he sound like that?
Because homeboy pitched his voice up to make him look more ridiculous.
Craig has a pretty, like, okay. I mean,
It's funny, bro.
We're already off to the races with ad hominem. let's go.
It's called comedy.
Uh-huh.
You are young and playing an online deathmatch game for the first time with voice chat enabled.
Okay.
While you play the game, you become frustrated with a player who just obliterated you into digital chunks.
Yeah, that
Well,
happens.
that's why you call him a bunch of racial epithets, and you feel better about it.
I am shocked how quickly you got the premise of what he's about to say.
I used to be in those lobbies.
Fun, just like that angry rant you saw on televised wrestling.
Why
So
they're
you
called
call your
gamer
opponent
words
a
now.
Huh?
That's why they're called gamer words now.
You guys are ahead of the ball, bro.
jerk.
Is that right? Head of the ball? No, ahead of the game? No, not on the ball.
On the ball?
Opposing player chuckles at your insulting comment, but not for long. So you decide to step it up and call him a fucking asshole. The comedic shock of the profanity
The
catches
fucking asshole is usually entry level. I don't know how you step it up to fucking asshole.
The comedic shock of the profanity. Motherfucker, what are you talking about? Like,
Is he assuming we're all still 12?
no, I think he's like, remember back in the day and this would happen. He's,
Okay.
the opposing player off guard, but only for the first few times.
by the way, what a fucking loser if that caught him off guard. Like, oh my god, I can't believe
Also,
he just
Josh
said that.
Hammond, he got it for you. Ahead of the curve.
Head of the curve, that's it. Thank you, Josh Hammond.
Josh
That you
on
say
the
it.
ball.
Dude, I used to talk a lot of shit in those lobbies. And now I would never do the, yeah, well, I was with your mom last night. You know what I mean? Because it's so lame and it's not specific. I would throw daggers at their soul.
Dude,
fuck
one of my-
around, say something stupid, and I'm going to pick it apart.
One of my favorite political commentators did not start off as a political commentator. He started off as like a fucking college student who did little clips of him talking shit to people in shooting games.
I mean, y'all have seen some of the messages I got. It was like as hate. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
The other players have become so accustomed to hearing you spout this insult that the words have lost all meaning.
Well, yeah. If you just keep, if it becomes your catchphrase, oh yeah, you know what? You're a fucking asshole, and everyone's like, oh, or they do it with you like when The Rock would say, you know, if you smell The Rock is cooking, all the other kids in the
What?
lobby are like, you fucking asshole. This is so dumb. Try raping in the rapping. You were way closer with the other one. No, I was, because when Get Fisted got banned for unjust reasons, I went with Get Tickled because I thought it would be more welcoming, like more endearing. Except it just ended up with me coming in the lobby saying, "Who wants their asshole tickled?"
Yeah, that's
Alrighty.
a hell of a catchphrase.
It's Get Tickled. Who wants their asshole?
How'd that work for you?
Great, everybody loved me. No hate at all.
Did a lot of them have a lisp?
You know, some of them may have. I met some interesting people in Ghost Recon Future Soldier. I met an ex-porn star. He was cool. Mink. Ringo's kid. I got to hang out with him.
You are correct, the lovely Sherry. This stream definitely went that way.
No way, bro. This
Pretty
is
quick.
new channel. No,
We're
longer
not even
gay.
10 minutes in.
No longer gay. New channel. I will not carry a purse.
You decide to step it up with more colorful profanity. But all those profane words once highlighted by George Carlin are just not cutting it anymore. So you decide to use ableist slurs, and that word
Ableist. Oh yeah. Well, unlike you, I can walk.
Okay, ableist slur. So this is where
Ableist
you're
slurs
calling
would be
people
like
a
calling
retard?
people retard.
Yeah.
for a time, but then
I would
those
never
words
do
grow
that.
stale and you resort to homophobic slurs. And when that becomes common, you resort to racial slurs and Nazi slang. All of those words and phrases
What's
stop being
funny-
offensive or
What's funny about that is like the homophobic slurs.
Hey, Freddie.
The one of them that was actually considered a slur back then is now what they call themselves.
What is that?
Queer.
Oh yeah, that one. I'm also on. It kind of makes me whenever I hear people of color, and I'm like, that's too close to the other one. We can't say, just because you rearranged
You
it.
just reversed the words. Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. If you're in those lobbies, it's not like black guys didn't play the fucking game and they were throwing that word left and right. And then you're like, do I jump in? I can't jump in, right? But they don't know I'm white. Well, they probably do.
Well, Mink, the ex porn star, he was black.
Hateful in this gaming environment. They are now just things gamers say. This type
You know what's funny is that this applies directly to. I'm assuming this guy's on the left. Assuming.
That's a pretty safe assumption, I'd say.
It kind of applies to them because they call everyone a Nazi, and now no one. When I see someone being called racist, I'm like, I wonder what he said that was probably reasonable and I may agree with. I don't think like, oh, whatever he said had to be horrible. I'm not gonna even click. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
of language has come to be known in the gaming community as gaming words. The term is pretty
No,
much shorthand
it's actually
for
gamer words.
Gamer words.
I love he called it gaming words, as he brings up gamer word.
Yeah.
This is how you know he's a true gamer.
Gaming words are like jump, shoot, reload.
Yeah.
Gamer words are different.
identifying offensive language in video games. The use of the gamer word became an issue when the popular streamer PewDiePie famously used the N-word while playing PlayerUnknown's
That's when
Battlegrounds.
it became an issue?
Yes, it was only until PewDiePie.
Only when PewDiePie did it.
It did become a huge controversy for him.
Well, yes, for him,
For
for
him.
that, right. But it didn't wait a minute. If PewDiePie dares to say this word, I bet that means other gamers are doing it too.
Probably.
And
No,
although he
really, for
apologized-
real, probably.
As for this remark, he would end up using the slur again anyway while he was gaming. The
Is that true? I don't know if that's true. Oh, okay, well, the rap said it, so.
I didn't mean it in a bad way.
Health points, AoE, man. That's a reasonable.
racist words just naturally fell out of his mouth. He couldn't
Okay.
help it. That's just the way gamers talk. These are just gamer words. As video games became a larger industry, generating more profits, attracting more players, and garnering more media attention, it became beneficial to be more critical of the medium. This led to more voices.
Yeah, but
critiquing
herein
video-
lies the problem, right? You got rid of the gamer words. You're catering to this new audience that came in. This new audience that came in doesn't spend money and is a lot smaller than the audience you already had. And you've lost all the people who use the gamer words. If you brought the gamer words back, you might you might get back some of those people you lost.
That's the only reason I don't do PvP anymore is because I can't use slurs.
Listen, okay, that's part of the reason I don't do PvP either,
Right.
because if I said the things that my brain told me to say at the time, I'd get in trouble.
It's the equivalent to a player who can't perform well when he doesn't have the right socks on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I can't use slurs, then I get more.
I can't get in the headspace. I can't get into that mindset and perform at my peak level.
exactly. I'm like
part of
I
your
press the wrong
equipment.
buttons. I have the controller upside down sometimes that I don't even realize it. If only I could say slurs.
I can't let out those gamer words, so my hands get all sweaty and I
Yeah.
start sliding around. I lose all that precision. It's terrible.
games in the same way as movies, television, books, and music. There was also more diverse representation, which expanded the audience. There were
Did it? Let's ask that new heist game how it's. Did you
Talk
see
about
the number?
Relooted?
Yeah, you see it was 57 was their total, their high?
Yeah. Well, that's the
57.
thing, too. It's like, oh, you expanded the audience? Then why are all the AAA studios dying right now? What if you've got so many more people playing the games, buying the games, spending money on the games, Why are all the AAA studios dead?
That's because of the racist.
He's going to use the numbers from what we've already debunked multiple times about like women playing games.
Oh no, he doesn't bring that up.
No.
That would have been a better way for him to go than the way he went.
More rules introduced in online games and streaming platforms to make gaming more inviting and less of a hostile pit of excused harassment and slurs, right?
Okay,
I miss that hostile pit of excused harassment and slurs.
I hate I hate that they can't perceive of a mute button or a mute the voice chat, as if there's nothing you can do. If you want to play this game online, then you have to listen to what everyone says.
Dude, even in the games where it would probably be beneficial for me to be in the chat, I don't go into the chat. Like, when I played Overwatch, if I was just, if it was just a pickup and I wasn't with the people I knew, I never enabled chat. I don't want to fucking talk to you, and I don't want to hear what you have to say.
Well, so for me, it would be based on what I would say muted. I wouldn't just start talking. But as soon as if they sounded annoying, if I didn't leave, I'm just gonna mute everybody. I'll just mute people as they get annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I typically don't go into the voice chat, but like when I used to do fighting games, when I was playing on PlayStation and stuff, immediately you'd get messages after each game. Like, because they could not gamer word you in the chat, they're immediately going to do it in a written message.
Oh, I enjoyed those so much.
Oh, the ones
Yeah.
that came after the game where you're
Yeah.
playing
Yeah,
your
after the
Xbox,
match.
and then all of a sudden it's like, you got a message on Xbox. And I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Oh, you want me to uninstall Smite? Fuck off.
Oh, wait, you think I'm using a lag switch? I don't even know what that is. I'm kidding. I know what it is. Now.
And
Being
Matt
off
uses
all
it.
of that as gamer talk wasn't going to cut it anymore. And rather than seeing this growth as making the art form more culturally significant, many gamers disliked this paradigm shift. They were all like, what, rules in online video games? Why, that runs counter to the artwork of the folders I had in elementary school.
What the fuck? That's... I love... Oh, man.
Wow, this guy is really endearing himself to the audience that is
Right?
primarily people who probably are interested in what he has to say about games when they click this video.
But
With
that
this
really-
this condescending, fucking arrogant attitude of his.
It's like he doesn't understand that we were the pioneers of the online gaming. So yes,
Yeah,
what we
bitch.
did, it matters. You start bringing in rules, you're just trying to tame the wild, wild west.
And how dare you invoke my Trapper Keeper?
Yeah, Trapper Keepers were fucking awesome, by the way. And again, this is our community. You asked to come in, and now you're acting like you get to decide what the rules are. You weren't here when we made the rules. Shut the fuck up or get the fuck out.
Hey, Tina.
Don't quote the deep magic to me, witch.
I was there when it was
made.
written.
Collective of white, straight, male gamers had grown too comfy with games looking a certain way, appealing to a certain demographic,
A certain...
Yes,
you mean,
because we were the ones spending all the money on them. Fuck's sake.
and not being bound by the same cultural studies as the mediums that came before it. When they grew to be so accustomed to privilege, even the mildest amount of equality was perceived as oppression. This
That was
Hold
about
on.
Assassin's Creed. That
Hold
arc.
on.
kicking and screaming against the paradigm shift led to
Can
Gamergate.
you
Hey,
pause it one more time? Can
Yeah.
we talk about equality? And again, I'm going to go back to Overwatch.
Gross.
I would like someone to go through all the heroes in Overwatch as it currently stands and tell me how many of them are straight white males.
Too many in my book.
I
New
don't
channel,
know if
Matt.
there are any. Maybe 2? Maybe? Like, don't call it equality when you've basically erased all the people who played the games and made the community in the first place.
But
It's
Slender.
not equality when they cease to exist. Fuck off.
But Slender, they don't call it equality. They call it equity. See, your box is so much higher that you get to see the game. I just want a box that has to be higher so that I can see the game over the fence as well.
I just want to kick the box out from under you and watch all your teeth shatter when you eat the pavement.
And that's what you would say
Movement
in a gaming
based
lobby.
on a
By the way, he says that. Oh, I don't want to misquote him. Hold on.
had in elementary school. A collective of white, straight male gamers had grown too comfy with games looking a certain
You know,
way,
I'm getting
appealing
sick
to
of
a
that.
certain demographic.
What if I said, you know, a collective of black, gay male gamers? Like, why is everyone so comfortable with saying straight white male?
Well, probably
But
for
we're
the
not
same.
allowed to talk about anyone else.
Well, for the same reason why it's always safer to go after Christianity than it is. I don't know. We'll say another one. We'll call it Islamic religion, right?
Oh, yeah, the Mislamics.
As it happens, yeah.
The most violent people
Yeah.
on earth.
Guess who's going to show up and try to stab you over a cartoon in a newspaper?
Sherry.
Probably. No. What? She's Hispanic. She's more than likely Catholic. Actually, I think
Right,
she
but
is
she
Catholic.
also gets quite stabby. At
She
times.
probably has, like, a crucifix in every room in her house.
That's
I
true.
mean, as a Hispanic, she probably only has 3 rooms in her house.
Oh,
But,
well, she's
but
in
that's
the
3
Bronx.
crucifixes.
She would be lucky to have 3 rooms in the Bronx.
But,
That's
I
a
mean,
$1 million apartment. That's what that is.
To the point that Slender was making, though, I think Crowder said something earlier this week. It's like there was a Democrat congressman who is Asian, and he was like,
Oh.
"Yeah, well, we should all just get together, all of us minorities, and we just take over from the white people because we outnumber them." It's like, okay. So at this point, if we're going to be talking like that, are we allowed to start grouping up as white people again?
Nope. By the way,
just
that
be
dude
like-
was from Texas.
Yeah. And it's like, I wasn't talking about the Muslim thing, Sherry. I was just talking about Stabby Sherry. That
Oh, and for the record, just to not be too mean, I know they're not all super violent, but it is the most violent religion on the planet.
How dare you? It's a religion of peace.
Yeah.
And also
the most-
immigration.
it's the most invasive religion. on the planet.
Again, not being bound by the same cultural studies as the mediums that came before it. When they grew to be so accustomed to privilege, even the mildest amount of equality
Here it goes.
was perceived as oppression.
Now, keep that in mind.
This
What?
kicking and screaming
Can
against
you
the
go back
paradigm
just
shift-
a little?
Sure.
Just a tiny little bit. What is that fucking text?
Oh, New Line Cinema. I mean, sorry.
New Lines Magazine?
New Lines Magazine. I filled in the blank there. Okay. I don't know what that is. It looks
That
very...
that is just an ugly font.
Yeah.
It's too
yeah,
busy.
that capital,
I don't like
that
it.
capital N in new looks weird.
Yeah, it doesn't scream professionalism as far as journalists.
It looks like the thing that you'd see on the cover of like an underground metal album.
You know what it is? It's because Japan. See where it says Japan? So it kind of has that Asian kind of look to it.
Okay.
Times New Medieval.
Yeah.
Grew to be so accustomed to privilege, even the mildest amount of equality was perceived as oppression. This kicking and screaming against the paradigm shift led to Gamergate.
Okay. Here
Oh,
his
I
claim.
can't wait to see what he says about Gamergate because
He
he's
said-
about to lie through his fucking teeth.
He already has. He said what led to Gamergate is that white straight males felt that they were being oppressed.
Nah.
No,
Nah,
that's not. no.
that's not what kicked off Gamergate.
Nope.
Gamergate. I mean, to hear the left say it was a harassment campaign, but in actuality, Gamergate was kicked off because of all the unethical practices that were happening in games media, specifically
Journalism
reviewers
specifically.
and groups like that.
By the way, with that in mind, hold on. Remember when he said gaming words instead of gamer words, but showed the definition of gamer word?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Look in the second paragraph where it says, at heart, Gamergate is about 2 key things: ethics in video game journalism and the role and treatment of women in the video game industry.
Mm-hmm.
Neither one of those is straight white males felt they were being oppressed.
Yeah, he's
Well-
not very good at this.
Rewind the video just a
A70s.
couple seconds to where it shows the article that he was displaying before this.
Okay.
Because he's talking about the things that set everybody off, that started Gamergate. Well, Yasuke, the Black Samurai in feudal Japan, was not back in 2014.
I think this was in reference to him talking about that. Now there's more include.
Well, this article was published February 4th, 2025.
Yeah, I think it
because
was
it's about Assassin's Creed.
right.
Yeah.
I don't think he was going in a. It wasn't being used in a.
Chronological.
Yeah. It was. He's talking about diversity in gaming.
I
and this
think
was
what it's
diversity.
really showing us is that even the visual aids that he is trying to get for his argument don't directly correlate to his argument, because his argument is a pile of shit.
Okay, real quick. That racism, Josh, will not be tolerated.
Dude, I am a quarter Irish. Do not fuck around with that shit.
No.
We will ban your ass.
Potatoes.
Diddly 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 potatoes.
Against the paradigm shift led to Gamergate, a movement based on a since disproven rumor about unethical game journalism.
Now, real quick.
Since disproven, huh?
Milo Yiannopoulos,
Milo?
he hasn't been relevant for a decade.
Oh well, now see this.
Actually,
He was
last
relevant
week
at
he
that
was
time.
relevant.
I know he's trying to make a comeback, but
He's not gay no more. Wait, is he back to being gay? I can't keep up.
I can't.
He's
I
not
thought he
gay
was
no more.
married.
No.
Oh,
he
he's
got
not
divorced
gay
and
and
he does
divorced?
not practice his sexuality anymore.
Gamergate radicalized
Because he
gamers to
also
take more
became a Christian, in his words.
interest in conservative and far-right politics and
Gamergate was the pipeline to conservatism in far right policies. Wow.
how they could be wielded
Okay.
in pop culture. They'd likely argue that they had no intention of being
Real quick,
Do these people look like conservatives to you?
they seem pretty diverse. You have the one in the front of the group.
I
don't
mean,
know how
they tried to hide the black guy, but I can see him back there.
Yeah, we can see
Is
it.
that
And the
Mr.
Asian
Beast
guy.
directly next to the Asian guy?
Oh, it may be. That's why he's probably trying to drag away the Asian guy. Like, no, you don't belong here.
I don't know. These people all look happy, so I don't think they're lefties.
But, I mean, to the point that he was making about Gamergate was a pathway to conservatism and the alt-right. It's like, well, I mean, it was a major entry point for the culture war.
I
It
mean,
did
I
make
think
people recognize some things about
I think the
a certain-
pathway to
portion
conservatism
of
is
the
just
culture.
growing up. Like,
Yeah.
Sherry, you know I'm from East Texas. If I have a favorite fish, it's gonna be catfish. Come on,
catfish isn't that good.
it's not. I don't like fish in general.
I mean, I like certain fish, but having had catfish, one, it's such a pain in the ass because you got like there's a lot of bone in catfish, and if you don't get it,
Yeah. No,
that
I've been
shit will
plenty.
stab you so hard.
I've been to plenty of fish fries, but yeah.
I think she was referencing that you like cod pieces. Catfish pieces just doesn't work the same way.
Ah, cod smothered in
Oh.
smegma. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with cod pieces.
As long as it's Cool Ranch. Yeah.
Wait,
Yum.
Fred's? Who the fuck is Fred?
Probably Freddy.
Nah, Holmes, Fred's Fish Be Fire, Mads.
I don't know who Fred is. That must be a local thing that I'm not aware of.
this political, but then a lady voiced some subjective opinions about video games, and another lady slept with a video game journalist for a good
Hold on.
No, this
Review
actually
despite-
really for real happened, though.
No. It was debunked.
No, it wasn't.
thoroughly debunked.
That
And
shirt
all of that
makes
was
your
enough
nipple
to
look inverted.
Wait.
How was that thoroughly debunked? We have the email exchanges. Like,
It's amazing how he's had these articles to help, kind of like receipts on what he's talking about. Yet, a really important one that you would think would be like, oh, I have to make sure out of all of them, I have this one on screen where it's debunked.
yeah. It's funny too, because it's like all those people who say the 2020 election rigging was debunked, and it's like, no. They brought a preponderance of evidence to courts all over the U.S., and almost every court decided not to hear the case.
Said you
That's
don't have
not
standing.
debunked. That's never tried.
Yeah. Also, I know of Freddy's, but is Fred? I don't. Is that your
Freddy's
uncle?
is a steak burger place.
Yeah, I like Freddy's.
I love Freddy's.
Turn a large swath of the gaming community towards the MAGA movement.
The
adopting
MAGA movement. My God, I feel like he learned all of this 5 minutes before recording this video. He learned about gamer words, so that's why he said gaming words, and now MAGA.
Yeah, it's MAGA, and in all honesty, like Gamergate, I don't think Gamergate pipelined directly to MAGA. I think most of the people involved in Gamergate.
Copied Kitty with $5, setting the example for the rest of you. Yay, a Wednesday stream, finally.
No, I think most of the people involved in Gamergate were either A, apolitical, or B, don't vote anyway.
Yeah, I think that The Last Jedi was more of a pipeline to conservatism and to the right than Gamergate ever was.
I think
Be-
so.
Because between that and Ghostbusters, it lifted the veil of what was happening, and people were like, "Oh, whoa, hold the fuck on."
Although I will say,
Thank you, Copy Kitty.
now that I'm thinking about it a little more, Gamergate, I think we can all agree, was the lefties coming after gamers, right? So up until that point, gamers didn't really vote. Once they discovered, oh, all these fucking lefties are coming after us and trying to get into our spaces and dictate how our games are and how we handle our time, it's not that they were voting for MAGA. It's just, I'm going to go vote for whoever will make this shit stop. Like,
And how did it push people towards MAGA when MAGA didn't exist in 2014?
no, it didn't. It didn't.
They were waiting on it. They're like, "Man, I hope something comes around that would make America
I hope
great
somebody
again."
comes
I
around
hope
that
in
gets
another
these
year
guys the fuck
somebody
away.
comes down an escalator. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, we'll call it MAGA. No, MAGA. No, MAGA. MAGA. We'll go with that.
Moggy.
all of their hideous traits and ideas, even if they didn't fully
Hideous
understand them.
traits
Wait.
and ideas. He's so unbiased and
Of
fair.
opinions about video games, and another lady slept with a video game journalist for a good review despite being
See?
thoroughly
Again, that
look
actually
at
happened.
Yeah. No, but he said it doesn't.
That was enough to turn a large swath of the gaming community towards the MAGA movement, adopting all
And
of
this
their
was
hideous-
before, you know what else happened is there was a guy who made a game called A Night in the Woods.
Yeah.
Not exactly my
Yeah.
kind of game, but cute little fun game. More of a teenager kind of game. His girlfriend fucking Me Too'd him. She was part of that group of those women. And she Me Too'd him, accused him of all sorts of shit. He ended up going to court. He had a nervous breakdown, killed himself. She took over his company.
Jesus.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Like, I'm sorry, but the especially the prominent females that were in the Gamergate movement going against all this the gamers, scum of the earth. Each and every one of them, just worst kind of human beings on the planet.
I don't want to get us too far off topic, but have you heard of this Asmongold guy?
I have.
Yeah, not a fan.
I'm kind of a fan. I watch him a lot.
Sorry, no. Shredda was texting me, "You better not talk shit about Asmongold." I'm like, "When did nobody even brought him up?" You,
Well,
I like
he
Asmongold.
He flashed across the screen for a couple seconds.
yeah.
I
know.
mean, I don't think he's the I don't think he's the most amazing streamer in the world, but
the issue I have
I
is
disagree with a lot of his political takes.
I don't-
I'm honest.
I don't ever watch him, but the one time I had to was on Morning Nonsense with Lit, and he did not. He was playing a video from this other guy that was playing, I think, the Assassin's Creed game, and
That's all he does now.
Yeah, and all he would just sob like, "True." What? Chat, you see that? And I'm like, motherfucker, dude. That's not.
Starting to
You
be a
should know
Twitch
better.
That's
you
not how
should
he
know better.
rose to prominence, but that's pretty much what he does now. And in all honesty, If he did that with one of our videos, I'd be okay with it because you know how quickly that amplifies your reach. Like, he's a kingmaker. I'm
huge.
sorry, he is.
Right.
And I do respect his ability when he wants to. He does have the gift of gab. Like he
Right,
can,
yeah.
he can sit there and talk for hours.
Yeah, he can turn a
without
20-minute
needing
video
any
into a
prompts.
2-hour reaction.
I would not care about growth if he did, if that's how he treated it. And that's across the board because I have a very strong stance on that. On you know what I mean? What is it called with the content? God dang it. Transformative art, yeah. Because I do it a lot, you know what I mean? So I'm very you know, very set to that.
Pro-transformative.
Yeah, it has to be. And so when I see somebody not doing it, it bothers me because
yeah,
I know.
but here's the thing. I'm gonna defend him a little, right? He really only does 3 kinds of content. He reacts to people who are talking about him, which, by the way, at that point, I don't care if it's transformative or not. He's got every right, you know?
Okay, yeah.
He watches the news and talks about it. This is where I tend to disagree with him the most. Politically, he seems pretty right-leaning, but there are just occasionally he just gets something so fucking wrong, and it's just like, you're kind of ignorant, like that. I just can't believe you could get so much right and then just faceplant on one thing. Like when he goes on, he went on about Palestine once.
And then the third one?
The third is when he's actually watching, you know, fresh content, and he almost always says, you know, go give it a like, go subscribe, watch this guy, he's hilarious, I like him, and that's the kingmaker aspect. Like, he doesn't need to be transformative anymore because everybody knows who Asmon is.
But that's I'm sorry, but no, hold on. That's not the problem with it not being transformative. The problem is that you're using it to entertain your viewers. If you're not transforming it,
you need to be transforming it either way, because if the people only ever watch it on your channel rather than the person who originally made the content getting any view from it, then it's a problem.
Yeah, but I don't think that has ever been a problem when Asmon watches video. I really don't.
No, all I said was the one time I saw him, that's what he did. There was no effort to actually make it transformative. In chat
that's not his typical way of
right, exactly. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one problem I have with him. And Lit Dev's chat loves him, so obviously I'm going to lean into him being the worst person ever because fuck them, you know.
I do not understand your relationship with Lit Dev's channel.
They love me.
You go there all the time, but all you do is just fuck with the chat as hard as you possibly can.
Everybody loves a good villain.
And half of them hate you, and I think the other half love you, and I do not understand it.
It's
half of
fun.
them hate him, half of them don't understand him at all.
And
I
then
used
the
to
other
watch
half
Lit
loved me.
Dev like every single fucking morning, and then Brahma ruined it for me.
I'm telling you, I have not heard him do it the past several times that I've been on with him.
I know, but he's out of my rotation now.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
It's kind of like once you stop playing a game for a week, and you're like, oh, I'll get back to it. You're never getting back to that fucking game. It's just
And
not
if you
happening.
do, you're starting it from scratch.
Yep.
You're not continuing where you left off. Silk Song.
Yeah, I have to start over. Once I go back, I have to start over because I don't remember even what the fuck I was. Oh yeah, I was trying to go up the Coral Tower. Fuck that.
Yep, Silka song.
Traits and ideas, even if they didn't fully understand them.
One such gamer who favored this embarrassing route of abhorrent politics
Yeah, he looks
was Craig.
exactly the way you would expect him to.
I want to set his beard on fire.
I don't know. Immediately, I'm like, oh man, this guy's gonna try to get me on a Prozac, or he just looks like a therapist. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to get an idea of his personality by all the shit behind him right now. First off, I hope he did not choose pea soup as the color he wanted the room to be.
He did.
Oh man, do the right thing. Okay, Fargo. All right. Why do you have that old ass TV behind you?
Old ass TV, bunch
What
of shit
do you
stacked.
use it?
You have shelves but you stacked a bunch of shit on top of the TV. You've got posters, but I can't tell what any of
Can't
them
tell.
are.
Yeah. Well, there's the Jungle Book poster, but from the live action remake
I think upper left is Attack on Titan, isn't it?
here.
Oh, that could be, yeah. That could be Attack on Titan.
Why would you put a poster down here at the bottom? Who's gonna see it?
To cover up the hole in the wall.
I don't know.
Fair.
I don't, probably. Yeah.
Fair.
I don't like this guy.
I will commend him for being able to have the controller to the TV without it being lost over the past 30 years that he's had it. That's impressive. I bet the batteries are dead though.
Is the TV
Probably.
sitting on a PlayStation 3?
Yes. Well, maybe.
No, I don't think so. I think it's on some kind of stand, like a swiveling thing. It doesn't have much room to swivel, but there it is.
Maybe, yeah, one of those trays that you can turn.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. He looks like Rasputin. Oh boy.
He looks like Rasputin's annoying nephew that thinks he's better than Rasputin.
Who's Craig?
He's a-
Oh,
he's
Stuttering
a-
Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Craig
was what this video
Skistimus,
was
aka
about,
Stuttering
remember?
Craig was the co-founder of the gaming website Screw Attack. Established in 2006, the website specialized in covering video games as well as hosting popular internet media centered around video games, such as
That is the Angry Video Game
and-
Nerd.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I still watch him. He's... I just wish he could write a better script. Like, his angry words always involve diarrhea and shit and various forms of shit, and it's just like, okay, can we get a little more
Right,
creative?
like
But
he-
other than that, I mean, his reviews are good.
Why hasn't he elevated to using ableism?
Yeah.
And then he could go on to racial slur, right? Isn't that the progression we learned?
Yes.
Well,
Sherry
yeah,
is,
racial
he-
slurs and then
he could
Nazi.
be-
Then
he-
we get to Nazi.
Yeah.
He could
Somehow,
be
if you go
Culture
far
and
enough
Sporking's
right,
love
you
child.
become a lefty.
He looks like Sporking's love child with someone.
Oh man, why you gotta come after Sporking like that?
I was just taking what Brahma said while you were talking.
It's what Sherry put
Oh,
about the other guy. It looks like Culture and Sporking's love child.
oh yeah,
About the guy who's making the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
100%. Good job, Sherry.
Wow.
All he needs is an oxygen can.
What has been seen cannot be unseen.
in 2020 and started his own solo YouTube channel. The channel started as a podcast named after himself, but later changed to the
Also,
side
who are you to talk about this white male?
Well, because he's talking about a white male.
Yeah, it sounds to me like he's doing a lot of mansplaining on behalf of women.
Yeah, maybe I should madsplain to him.
podcast. The podcast was initially framed to be about video games where he would interview figures like James Rolfe and Tommy Tallarico, but the show quickly mutated into yet another right-wing anti-woke broadcast complete with the American flag behind the logo. Craig,
How
Maybe
dare-
that's because American gamers really, really, really want you to remove the politics from all the new games. We're getting sick of being preached to. And so if that is at the center of the cultural zeitgeist of the gaming community, then yes, a gaming podcast is going to talk about that particular topic quite a bit. You fucking moron.
I guarantee he's one of those people that says that everything is political. So for him to be like, and then they brought politics. I thought it was already there, bro. What? Just anyway. Also,
Why do you care? Why do you care? Why do you care? Fuck you. Why do you care every time a hot girl shows up in a game?
I know that I may be a little spoiled from doing the trilogy from Brian, Still 2000, but this is a pretty good pause for, it's not it's not the level to Brian.
Little Sylvester still.
Yeah,
Everything else
Eh.
looks pretty normal by comparison. And
Yes.
his lips aren't shiny.
Yeah.
And he
And he doesn't have a
aura.
comb over. The hairline has receded a bit, but he doesn't have a comb over.
What's up, Alex? One of the only convert from the Lit Dev chat. That's why he's my favorite over there.
Yeah, I don't know. Has he ever come over to the Ascendant Art podcast?
Don't care. I got him from
If
Lit
not,
Devs
I
chat.
don't like him.
I'm sorry. Do you know how much? Do you know how hard it is to get anyone from Lit Devs chat to come
Yeah,
anywhere?
and do you know how jealous I am that you got someone from Lit Dev's chat? I'll have to drive him away. My goal now is to make sure he never goes to another one of your shows.
Where are they now, Alex? Where are they? I got kicked. What the fuck? No, dude. I have permission to come on anytime I want. Lit Dev loves me.
No, I'm trying to drive Alex Halo away from Mad's
What?
streams.
Why? No, you're doing the opposite of what you should.
I know. I should try and get Alex to come over to my
You
stream.
know, that's
but-
so typical. Rather than trying to convince him of why he should watch your shit, you're like, you shouldn't watch his.
Crabs in a bucket, Mad.
Crabs in
a
is
bucket.
what Slender is.
X-Pac. Sorry, go on. Because, you know, his intro song was like, 2 tears in a bucket. Anyways.
He wants to create the impression that he is a sane podcast host in a world gone mad. That much can be
Yes.
read from how he describes the podcast in the description for his YouTube channel.
Wow. That is so typical of you. I guess can tell.
I am
I
a
got
jealous
mine.
girlfriend, Soul. What's the problem?
Yeah. There's nothing right. That just lets me know that I'm wanted still.
I wish to monopolize all of Mad's time.
Side Scrollers is designed to remove the
I hate when not like unfunny people try to be funny.
Try to do
Sorry.
voices to make other people sound stupid.
Ugh.
giant stick out of the butt of the video game industry. This is a podcast for people. who
That
like to
wasn't a
hang
question
out.
mark at the end of that first sentence. Why did you say it that
Oh,
way?
did he say it like that?
In his introduction video, calling it a podcast for normal men.
If you're just a normal man who loves video games,
Oh wait, hold on.
Three,
I-
to
wait.
remove the cast. The
Here we go.
podcast was initially framed to be about video games, where he would interview figures like James Rolfe and Tommy Tallarico, but the show quickly
Hey, Andy.
mutated into yet another right-wing anti-woke broadcast.
Oh, did y'all see that Andy started a feud between me and that is it H3 guy or whatever?
Mr. H.
Yeah. I hate
I
him
was
now.
gonna say
We're
H3.
fighting.
Are you?
Yeah. Mr. H, yeah, because Andy told me what he said, and fuck that guy. Now it turned out that
Okay.
he didn't actually say it. Andy was just fucking with me, but it's too late. I've already started the feud, and it can't be unfeuded.
Okay.
So now
You got like
now,
a Hatfields and McCoys thing going
yep.
on here.
And now you guys have to hate him too.
Okay, I hate him. Fuck that guy.
I'm just kidding. If you ever want me on your stream, I'll go, Mr. H. Anyway,
Podcast complete with the American flag behind the logo. Craig wants to create the impression that he is a sane podcast host in a world gone mad. That much can be read from how he describes the podcast in the description for his YouTube channel. Side Scrollers is designed to remove the giant stick out of the butt of the video game industry. This is a podcast for people who like to hang out, laugh, talk games, and most importantly, have common sense. If you're a normal person who likes these things, you found your show.
real quick, that doesn't sound anything like Craig.
No,
Does it?
it doesn't. It doesn't
Okay.
sound anything like Craig.
You know what would have been
and-
funny? If he would have stuttered through it. At least that would actually make sense. Rather
But
than doing
here's
this
the
dumb
thing,
voice.
right? Somebody said they weren't a fan of side scrollers, and I'm not gonna disagree. I watched some clips here and there, but it is a very dry stream to watch for the full length of the stream.
Yeah, there's a few of those, yeah.
Like good information being discussed, but just it's very dry.
Real quick. Culture Casino and Latino Slant and Paulie got into it? Oh, I wonder about what. I didn't see that.
They do all the time.
Yeah, I haven't seen Paulie in a minute.
I mean, Sherry's probably right. It really boils down to the poor guy is salty he isn't as popular as Craig. There's a lot of that lately, isn't there?
Well, I mean, couldn't he say the same thing about me, though?
What, we're salty that we're not as popular as this guy?
Yeah, and that's why we're mad fapping his video.
No, I think he's a fucking idiot.
Same.
I did find it interesting his choice to do a slightly anti-Semitic voice for Craig though.
Like
That-
I figured we were mad fapping his video because all the things he's saying are incorrect. Like
By the way, that makes so much sense. Knowing Polly the way I know Polly, I absolutely can see that.
it was over the Bad Bunny show. What was one of them saying it was good?
Polly.
Polly would
Craig took this common
Oh,
sense
boy.
approach one step further in his introduction video, calling it a podcast for normal men.
If you're just a normal man who loves video games and entertainment, but are just tired of all this nonsense just being shoved right in over and over again, you should probably subscribe to our channel.
And what
Where's this stutter? Is
He doesn't stutter anymore.
He doesn't
Oh.
really stutter.
yeah. Yeah, everyone that knows Polly knows exactly who was on what side
Yeah.
of that discussion.
Yeah, Craig doesn't stutter anymore, but when he starts getting dementia, I'm sure we'll start saying to everybody that he has a stuttering issue.
I got that reference. I remember Joe.
nonsense
doesn't
is it
remember
that
Joe.
frustrates these very normal men who love video games and entertainment?
Yes.
The answer is whatever you want it to be. You're not wrong if you're angered by all these changes in media you don't fully understand. This
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
okay, hold
whoa,
on.
whoa.
You-
Don't fully understand?
Bro, but my counter would
We're
be
not ignorant of the reasons.
Yeah,
We disagree with the reasons.
my counter would be okay, but it would be okay if I did fully understand them. Okay, so I do. So then it's okay. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Yeah,
This is
Alex
just-
Halo, he was one of the founders of Screw Attack, and
Yeah.
Screw Attack is the one that did the Death Battle channel. They eventually partnered up with Rooster Teeth and kind of went down with that ship. So they're
Man, that
still
was-
doing death battles, but they're not as good as they used to be.
Oh man, I saw randomly. I came across a post from Andy Sigmore talking about bringing back movie fights. I'm like, brother, I think that's too. No, that's long gone, man. You didn't ruin it. Well, you did because you shouldn't have ever put yourself in that position to have her do that to you. But my point being, yeah, that's just done. That dude's a fucking piece of shit, anyways.
But yeah, changes in media you don't fully understand. If we don't fully understand them, how come everything that keeps happening in the media is exactly as we predict pretty much every time?
common sense and normal. You are very normal. Don't you like how often Craig wants you to feel normal? He keeps saying it a lot, so you should feel very
Did he say it a lot?
He said it in a written statement and then
Yeah.
once
Well, that's
during the
twice,
video
so-
Once during a
introduction.
video, and the video and the statement probably weren't even done at the same time across the same medium. And furthermore, you're conflating some things here, my friend, because
Yes.
when he says normal, he means based on the gamer barometer. Are you a normal gamer? Or are you a gamer that's like, these women are too hot, make them uglier, these body types are unrealistic, I want fat bitches, like... What kind of normal are you pointing at here? Because I'm pretty sure Craig was talking about a normal gamer.
Well, yeah. What? Damn it. What was this? I forgot what I was going to say.
very normal.
So hit the subscribe button right here and then go watch a video up here to get used to what we got going on over here.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. If he was going to say, like, he says normal a lot, that's usually where you would add in a...
Normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Normal.
Montage of it.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm trying to teach him how to do this. Let me see. Maybe he's 43,000 subscribers. Cool. I don't know why I'm having to teach him these things.
They're all bots.
And join the community of thousands of normal
That's my
men,
excuse
just
now
like
for anybody who's an idiot like this that has more subscribers than me. They just bought 40,000 bots.
He Lupa Chalui? Sherry, what does that mean?
Isn't that Chuli? Lupachuli?
Yeah, we'll wait for Sherry to translate it.
Patchouli. Like he's Loopy Patchouli?
He plays that Australian clip about normal men on every show. Whose side are you on, McCracken?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I agree. Craig is a good dude. I have no I have no ill will toward Craig. Like I said, I think his stream's just a little boring.
This is the first time I've ever seen
He's
him.
very tall.
How tall is he?
Probably not as tall as you,
Okay.
but he sticks out in the crowd at the meetups.
Because if he's taller than
enough.
me, then I don't like him. I mean, there's a reason I hate Imp.
Oh, patchouli. I did not know that was Spanish for hippie.
Yeah, what is patchouli? Is a hippie thing. It's like,
Wait, is it has
do they
nothing to do
smoke
with
it?
Spanish?
Is
I'm
patchouli
pretty
like
sure it would
incense?
be like Italian.
Oh, who's this guy? Oh, I forgot. I didn't even say his name, huh? Movies with Mark.
Movies with
I
Mark.
assume
That
he's
sounds
Mark.
familiar.
I guess.
Movies with
I gotta look
Marxists?
this up now. What
with Marks.
is
Yeah.
patchouli?
Dun-
Did I spell it right? Yeah, I spelled it right. Patchouli is a bushy aromatic herb from the mint family, native to tropical Southeast Asia, renowned for its strong, woody, and earthy essential oil. Yeah, this is some hippie shit.
That's
So-
pretty hippie.
But not very Hispanic. I thought that was Spanish, but okay. I was a little bit wrong. A little.
Yourself as we reclaim common sense in the video game and entertainment.
Is that ED medicine behind him?
Yep, that's what it says. ED, and he's got like a stockpile.
Maybe he's just a sponsor.
Dude fucks.
world.
Yes, side scrollers is only for normal.
Well, to be fair, they were all full, so you could actually claim the opposite as well. He doesn't fuck. That's why he has so many left over.
So you think if you're using ED, right, and you use it in the professional scene, you could theoretically get caught using performance enhancing drugs and be suspended for a period of time? Like, do they test for that?
Wait, does who
Does
test
who
for?
test for it?
Porn
For-
stars. Like, are you
pretty
really
sure
this
they-
rock hard,
They-
or
no,
are
no,
you
no.
taking
Sure
some
they
kind of performance
encourage it.
enhancing
Yeah.
They
drug?
require you to use
Yeah.
everything.
That's a requirement. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to waste film because you can't keep it up.
Different rules, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, that's why I said like I said like a therapist, but yeah, more
professor.
more as a at a community college though.
I don't know. I
Which is
want to
why
break his
Craig-
glasses.
But then he couldn't see. He can't see
I
without
don't.
his
That's
glasses.
the goal. Actually, I don't want him to be able to see. He can't see without his glasses. Good.
features such normal guests as Razor Fist, a YouTuber with a penchant for spouting profanity and hatred like this.
I'm gonna say it now.
No, we've been flagged. Congratulations.
Actually, let's say it like the Atari Jaguar. There we go.
What is he saying? I don't know.
Probably words. Gamer
Wait.
words.
Jaguar.
No, the Atari Jaguar.
Yeah, he
It
said
was-
to
it
say
was
it
an
like
old
that.
game
No,
system.
I know exactly what it was because I
Get
always.
rid of the J and put the F on it on Jaguar.
Oh, he's saying the sticks thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really difficult if you're going to do this with all the censoring, but you leave us no idea what it is that's being said. I know what an Atari Jaguar is, though, because there was one at our local movie rental place, and I always wanted to rent it to play Alien versus Predators,
Yeah.
but I never got to. And I heard it was
Also,
the greatest
Razor
game
Fist
ever.
just dialed way back on the cursing. I mean, he still does, but I don't know. I don't see a problem with Razor Fist. Mostly,
seen
I
his
just
content.
disagree with like every third or fourth take that he has. But
The
the
fir-
others are all pretty good.
The first time I saw him was when somebody in Lit This chat compared me to him. They're like, "Oh, you're just some knockoff Razor. You sound like a knockoff Razor Fist, right?" And I went, I'm like, "No. This is what the fuck? Who do you think I am?"
Knockoff Razor Fist?
Right.
Yeah. He
Okay, I don't think you sound like one, but clearly this bothered you, so I'm gonna put that
No,
in
no,
the
no,
holster
goddamn
so
it.
I can use it against you
no,
later.
it didn't bother me. I didn't know who he was, so I was like, "Oh, let me go check him out and see how similar he is." I'm like, "Okay, maybe this is me on I don't know an 8-ball."
But his point is stupid because it's not unusual for people in a small sphere of YouTube that have overlapping audience
Here comes
to
Alex.
have each other on each other's shows.
Yeah, that's called collaboration.
Yeah.
Here comes Alex trying to run defense for his lit dead chat.
And-
They didn't
and-
say it for a moment.
Weirdly, if you go to a more
don't
left-leaning content creator, they're going to talk to a whole bunch of other left-leaning content creators. Right-leaning content creators are constantly trying to get left-leaning content creators to come over and have a conversation.
Yeah.
But they don't want to talk to us.
True. Man, McCracken, you lived a life, bro. You couldn't jump over the pools of acid. Well, gravity works different on that planet though, so maybe it was can't like you know what I mean?
There's
It was
so much gravity to deal with. You couldn't jump, couldn't run.
oh shit, god dang it.
True.
No, all that's true though. Yeah, I'm sure he hasn't. I'm not gonna say
no,
for
we're-
sure that he's never found a dismembered pecker, but I feel safe in assuming that he hasn't.
You're gonna get flags.
Wow.
No, Razor, stop saying that so much.
To folks like Craig and Razorfist, there's nothing more normal than continuously spouting homophobic slurs, even when you know it's violating the rules on YouTube and endangers your channel. To this
Okay.
Okay.
If they know it and choose to do it, then they're taking that risk. All right.
Yeah. Kind of okay with it.
You just made me a Razor Fist fan.
Here's the thing: if Western comics didn't suck so bad, I'd be more interested.
Yeah. Oh man, I haven't seen the trailer yet. I forgot about it, but there's a new trailer for season 2 of my favorite anime, One Piece. The second season's coming out on Netflix.
Oh my god!
And
Fuck you,
I'm telling you, they can learn a lesson from them.
dude.
If-
One
if-
Piece isn't even a good anime. Like, you picked the worst one,
the best
and then
anime.
like the live action that's based on the worst one, and everybody seems to like it because it's so close to the anime. But the anime sucks.
I don't know anything about that, but what I do know is if they made more anime live action, I would like them more.
No. I wish they'd stop because they just keep fucking them up.
Confirm Mad's favorite movie is Death Note.
Yeah,
Never,
makes sense.
I've never seen it. Should I watch it? Is it a good anime?
It's a live action of an anime.
It is a
I mean,
live
check it out.
action of an anime.
Oh boy, you're gonna have to be more specific. I say a lot of shit in a pretty quick amount of time. Oh, I called him in my head. I read it as yellow fish.
It's probably that's probably directed at me saying that One Piece is a terrible fucking anime. Because I absolutely hate it.
Here's my live action Bible Black. I gotta say on that title alone, I'm intrigued.
I dare you.
To
I
what?
fucking dare you. You should.
This whole conversation should be saved for the 27th.
I know what Shifty is referencing.
Is it cool? Would I like it?
You would love it. Might be your favorite thing ever.
I'm excited. I'll put it on the list.
That's not hateful language. They're just gamer words. Do you remember a time when you
Yes,
could
you
say all
started the
those
video by
gamer
defining
words
it as gamer words.
in your online games and nobody spoke up about it? Because side-scrollers remembers. Do you remember the days when being called gay was the ultimate insult and gay people...
It really wasn't.
No,
Oh.
being called gay was like. It was the most bog standard insult.
Yeah.
I remember there were times when we weren't even insulting people. We'd be like, "So what are we doing today?" And they're like, "Oh, we were thinking we were gonna go over and hang out at the skate park for a couple hours." And someone would be
That's
like,
so
"Oh,
gay."
gay."
I remember I was playing Ghost Recon and somebody's like, "You're using the F2000. That's such a gay gun." And I was like, "Oh, bro. I don't know if you know this, but I don't think my gun has a sexuality. I don't think it's attracted to anything."
Dude, gay was 90s and early 2000s for lame.
I know, but
It was
I didn't
we
like.
just replaced lame with gay.
Yeah, I didn't like him though. So obviously, I'm gonna pick apart anything that he gives me. So then I started fucking with him about it.
people couldn't get married? Because
Wait, hold on. Don't do it. They are lying mad. Well, there you go.
No, you should definitely check it out.
Are
I'm
you
telling
sure?
you.
Because the way you're saying it is starting to make me believe Alex a little here.
No, I'm actually like giving
Dead
it
ass?
giving it dead ass for real, no
You're not
cap.
capping. Okay.
It would be your favorite.
Alex,
I'm thinking about the content and kind of what happens in that particular show, and you would be all about it.
okay. Alex, he has to be telling the truth because he invoked dead ass and no cap.
For real. For real.
So
Controllers remembers. Don't you miss those days? Don't you want them back? Don't you want to make your video games and entertainment
Great again.
now with this limited scope of
wow. Wow. How funny.
criticism for video games?
Wholesome and
Craig
PG.
and his band
And
of
it has Bible in it, so obviously I'm gonna enjoy it.
You should watch it before the 27th.
Oh boy, the most diabolical insult. Oh man, dude, there were so many. I think I'll tell you one of my favorites. Right, there's a dude, and I fucked with him all the fucking time, and he changed his name, and I ran into him. We were on the same team, like, and I hadn't seen him in a long time, and I was like, wait a minute, is that whatever the fuck his name was? He was like, yeah. I was like, bro, I thought that I drove you to off yourself. Yeah, I'm like, I'm glad you're alive, and because we're on this map. It was a giant boat or like I forget, a Navy ship or whatever. And he was like, do this, dude. I'm like, dude, were you in the military? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. We finally have something in common. What branch were you in? I was in the Navy. Never mind.
After Mad was like, dude, I'm so glad you didn't off yourself. Immediately, what he couldn't see on the other side of the mic was the guy starting to put on lipstick and crossing Mad's name off of a list and listening to the song Telephone Line.
Also, Soul Assassin, as far as the most diabolical insult I ever dropped in a multiplayer lobby, I'm pretty tame in multiplayer lobbies. However, Bride has said some really fucked up shit.
But real quick though, when he gets proud, he's like, I was in the Navy, and I just went, never mind. I could hear. Oh, thanks, Andy. I could hear his soul kind of goes, ugh, like it stung a little bit. Andy, for $1, no bullshit. I'm looking at it right now. I'm not missing zeros or anything like that. $1. Thanks, Andy. I'm heading off to bed before I go hear some life-changing for you. Catch y'all later. Thanks, Andy. I had to look at it
Andy.
8 times because I was like, wait, hold on. Is it $1? It's $1.
I can't read numbers wrong again.
Nope.
Ever.
Alex, he's gonna be into it.
Alex, he said no cap, dead ass. For real.
And Copied Kitty said that it's PG and very wholesome.
Right. And it has Bible in. You can't put Bible in it and it'd be wrong. Well, I see why they canceled it, because it was too true. It was too much love for the Lord. See you later, Andy.
Later.
bozos have decided to stick their noses into film and television. And based on the previous clip I played, you can probably guess how they'd react to a film like Queens of the Dead. Okay.
What's Queens of the Dead?
I
I
have
have
no
no
idea.
idea.
I know what Queen of the Damned is.
Yeah. And I know what Queen of the Now is. Queen
I
of
would
the
assume Queens of the
Now.
Dead is probably cross-dressing in some way. Drag queens.
Wait, what was it? Queens of the Dead?
Queens of the Dead. I don't
Alright,
know what
fuck.
Queens of the Stone
I'll
Age is.
sacrifice my. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm wanting to know too.
Queens of the Dead is a 2025 American zombie comedy written by Tina Romero. Actually, you know what? Hold on, I'm bringing up the trailer. Give me 1 second. Nope, that's a G. Queens.
Soul Assassin, if you like the Queen of the Damned soundtrack, have you ever listened
Oh my
to the
god, dude.
version that
Did
Jonathan
you see-
Davis did? Because he wrote all the songs.
Did you see what Release the McCracken did?
No.
Not yet. I haven't been over on Twitter. I've been paying attention to the show I'm on.
It's on Twitter. Well, I was gonna go look up Queens of the Dead.
I
and
have it
then-
here.
Then I got a notification, and I had to check it.
It better be really cool.
You can't even tell.
I hope it's about
Yeah.
him.
It is culture, Spork.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was going to be about me again.
Nope.
Ooh. Let's see here.
He looks.
Oh my God. Wait, what?
Yeah, right?
Wait, did he just take a screenshot?
No! It's a face swap.
Holy shit. Oh, man, damn it. Now I saw the one below it. Fred's Fish Market thing. Man, I'm still reposting it because you're promoting the live stream, but I'm not happy. Wait, is that me? Wait, I'm okay if it's not me. I can't tell if it's me, so it's okay. All right, let's check out this trailer for Queens of the Dead. You guys ready?
No.
So,
Not particularly, but we're gonna do. Oh, what?
it's starting off strong.
Dre, babe, take a breath.
What's happening?
DJ's MIA and
Toilet still clogged.
Okay.
What are you, like 35 and still promoting parties?
Dre, get ready for the wildest party we've ever thrown.
we're not ready.
We're never ready. Open the doors.
Is that the person from Andor?
Yes.
Oh boy.
It looks like Bushwick's beautiful people are out tonight. Hi, beautiful people!
All right, I've seen enough of that to know why he thinks that they wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, I get
No
the distinct
normal
impression.
man would.
I get the distinct impression this is the first thing he's been right about in this entire video.
By the way, good news. We're going to be bringing back
No, never mind. He just said you could probably guess how they'd react to a film. So he didn't even make an assertion whether or not they'd like it.
By the way, good news. We're going to be bringing back What the Flick. In the first movie we're going to be covering, I don't want to spoil it, but it's going to be Queen, like, of the unalived.
No.
I wouldn't do that to myself. I have plenty of other movies that I could do that.
I was going to say, we've got such a fucking backlog of movies to watch.
Okay, so I'm going to go through the side scrollers reaction to the film's trailer, but I want to...
Oh, they did cover it. They did a reaction to it? Okay, cool.
talk about the movie for a bit, since
thank God.
most people watching this video probably haven't seen this movie. Queens of the Dead is a 2025 zombie comedy directed by Tina
Why would most
Romero.
people not have seen this movie? Because it's not made for normal people.
Yeah, I'm looking
That's
at this
the
and I'm
whole
like,
point.
Okay. I had to push back a little bit. It's not made for the majority of people, I think would be a better way to phrase it than normal.
No, we're making.
No,
we're
I'm gonna go
using
normal.
for this stream.
the majority is generally what's considered normal, Matt.
The norm.
Don't listen to my words and use them against me. Listen, feel what I am saying and accept it.
I'm sorry, I wasn't reading you in Braille. I was just
Be more
listening.
like Braille. Yeah. Actually, Matt is kind of like Braille.
Yeah, people feel me when I speak. Exactly.
I was just talking about the texture of the graphs.
Oh, you want to slide your fingers across him?
Garrett said it's fun.
Did I just get moved up?
Yep.
I didn't even realize I was bottom row.
I
Garrett
think
says it tells a story.
I told you about the one chick that said it's what she imagined having sex with a dragon would feel like.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to say.
A little bit.
Well, Game of Thrones was like at its peak.
Was she like a scaly or something?
She belongs on one of those milking farms.
No, it was Game of Thrones was at its peak, so I went Takarades or whatever the fuck it is.
Dracarys.
Yeah. And then I came.
The daughter of the iconic zombie filmmaker George A. Romero. The film follows the familiar formula of a zombie outbreak in a city, but shifts the perspective to a collective of LGBTQ characters seeking safety in a warehouse nightclub.
Okay.
Zombie survival movies are usually most compelling for the characters trying to fight off the flesh-munching hordes.
Wait, wait. Hold on. What else would it be?
Probably haven't seen this movie. Who will survive the night? Flesh-munching horde. zombie filmmaker George A. Romero. The film follows the familiar formula of a zombie outbreak in a city, but shifts the perspective to a collective of LGBTQ characters seeking safety in a warehouse nightclub. Zombie survival movies are usually most compelling for the characters
Darren.
trying to fight off the flesh-munching.
Wait, you're an idiot. I hope this is not scripted. Because, no.
Good
Zombie-
pause.
Yeah. Zombie movies are not usually most compelling for the characters because they're in the fucking movie. So it wouldn't be the most compelling to them. I think what you mean is that it's the most compelling.
I mean, it's most compelling to see who gets eaten and how.
Right.
And to take bets on who's going to make it.
Yeah, but he said it's the most compelling for the people that are trying to survive. Well, I guess, yeah, in a way you're right. I'm sure those characters are more compelled by their own actions.
In
Watching
the
people
long form
fight
series,
off the zombies to survive is far more interesting than listening to a whole bunch of lispy queers
Right, no,
screaming
but
and running away from zombies.
and in the long form series like The Walking Dead, you can get into some of the character drama. But if we're just talking your standard 90-minute to 2-hour zombie flick, no, I just want action and blood and guts and a bunch of people to die and try and figure out who's going to survive.
I'm with you 100%. I think
don't think he said it wrong, Matt. I think there's just
What?
not a comma. He said those movies are
And-
most compelling when characters are trying to fight.
No,
off
he said it's the
flesh-munching.
most. No, he said. Oh, we'll play it again.
Zombie survival movies are usually most compelling for the characters trying to fight off the flesh-munching hordes.
Sure, he meant when the characters are trying to fight off the flesh
Yes,
munching hordes.
that was
Yeah.
it. That's all I was commenting on. That
Okay.
it's okay for him to do a second take. That's all I'm saying.
And
mean, I
there
agree.
are some compelling characters in this film, each with their own drama that extends beyond who will survive the night. The mixture of characters
See,
that
now
are
it sounds
drag
more like he is talking about this being a character drama.
queens, lesbians, transgender, and non-binary are presented in a thoughtful manner that the dark humor can ride that line between the absurd
Can we
and the
also
tragic.
pause? Mm-hmm. Also, with movies like this, because I watched a very interesting one of those South Korean dramas that was a
Rose?
zombie flick. And
Train
the
to
thing-
Bazir.
Train to Busan? No,
Yeah.
but that one's really fucking good too.
It is good.
But the thing about it is, especially when you're doing a nice, tight little horror flick like this, you can only have, like, 3 to 5 characters that you're going to spend any time developing.
Right. Yeah.
Tops. If you're doing an LGBTQ thing, you've already got too many fucking characters because you're trying to cover the whole damn rainbow.
Yeah, you haven't even got to the AI or the plus. My God, how would you
Yeah.
be able to represent the plus?
What about the
I'm just so-
Two-Spirit?
I'm just so
Exactly.
glad Slender added flick to that. Otherwise, it was when you're doing just a tight little horror is what it sounded like. But then he added the flick, so it was okay.
By the way, Dusty Rhodes, baby, I'm the American dream. I got my movies are banned in 37 states. I'm the greatest. I like Dusty.
It's also just colorfully staged and features an exciting climax of zombie slaughtering amid a musical drag number. Now, not all the jokes are clever, and I do think
Oh,
a few
so
scenes
like
run-
they ripped off Zombieland when they did the whole musical number where they were killing the zombies at the end. Okay.
a little too long
I
on
doubt
zombie
there were any
cliches,
zombies killed in this.
Oh, I don't know.
but it's still a pretty fun horror film. But you can probably guess how the normal folks of the Side Scrollers podcast react to the trailer.
I
Probably
still
correctly.
can't get over the fact that he doesn't understand that the reason the movie had nobody, the reason he had to explain the movie is because nobody watched it.
And the reason nobody watched it is
Why?
because it wasn't made for normal people.
Because it's not made for normal people.
Nope.
Yeah, I've been saying that from the beginning.
And I'll
Also-
tell you what, if you want the gamer opinion, Vara Dark is usually pretty in line with the gaming community.
By the way, guys, that are watching, I know this is a little disturbing for people that watch my channel. You will never see anything like this over here. You will not see the majority of the panel being women. My God, imagine having just one. But we love them though. We just don't want them on here. This new channel,
Maybe
we're not getting
one.
no more.
Maybe one, but like that's kind of the max.
That's way too
right?
many. This is way too many. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're getting a little estrogen heavy in this panel.
I don't know any of them. Do you know them, Brahma?
Blabs is on the left. I don't know any of them personally, no.
I know
She's left-
Blabs and Vara Dark. I don't know Maggie Moo. I don't know her.
Maggie Moo?
Maggie
Yeah,
Moo?
Maggie Moo. Yeah. I don't know any of them.
But I watch a lot of Vara Dark coverage. She just covers the news basically, like gaming news specifically. But and
Do you see
Blabs
the
is essentially the co-host for Craig. Like she does.
Yeah.
She's the X-ray girl of side scrollers.
I don't know what X-Ray Girl
Only
does.
she
Other
cocks.
other than infidelity. Go on.
There's that.
They do mail streams as well. Oh, well, I mean, I'm not gonna watch any unless I'm on that mail stream. I'm not gonna watch his. streams.
Criggler
If
used
you
to do
end
a
up
show
on
with
side
Craig, too.
scrollers before me, I'd be pissed.
Hey,
Criggler did
Brahma.
a show with Craig for a while.
Oh yeah, if
Krigler was on the Ascended Art podcast way back in the day.
was he? He was a big fan of mine when I met him. Big fan. Yeah.
Didn't like you?
Well, I did the thing that I always do when I'm like, all right, immediately I want to see how far I can go with him and see if he gets
I'm
me
gonna
and if I'm
start
cool.
poking and prodding.
Yeah. So the first thing he comes out, I'm like, I'm glad you're here. We were just talking about what apps we prefer. Is it Brad Pitt in Fight Club or Brad Pitt in Troy? I said Fight Club. And he goes, what the fuck?
Ooh, that's tough though. I mean, they're pretty good in Troy.
Yeah, but I don't know. See, thank you. That's what I was looking for. That's not what I got. I'm like, well, now I know my limits. They were about 4 or 5 miles back. So, Snatch. Yeah, that was a good one. But
Yeah, but he looks a little dumpy in Snatch.
well, and to be honest though, we were not talking about his abs. It was just the first thing that popped in my head to test him to see what's up. I want him back by the end because I told him that I would subscribe, but he's gonna have to earn that bell. He laughed at that. He thought that was good.
Trailer for the hot new
I
movie on the
unsubscribed, though.
way. Queens of the Dead, ladies.
By the way,
I think maybe it was very intentional that he had a
Yes.
primarily female panel for this.
I was about to say the same thing.
Here comes the queers.
I just want to
I hope that got clipped.
Oh, well, she won me over.
Yep.
stress that Queens of the Dead was not a huge film, because even though it stars some notable
Yes,
names
we
like
are
Katie
all
O'Brien,
aware.
Yeah.
and Margaret Cho, the film had a very limited release through IFC and Shudder.
You know
It
what?
played in a few
I fucking hate Margaret Cho.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Wait, was she in Face Off?
She's been in a lot of shit, and she ruins almost everything she's a part of.
That
Like
got me-
Aquafina?
Oh man, you're
Maybe
talking
it's
about
Aquafina.
Aquafina has
They
the
all look
wall-
alike to me.
Margaret Cho is the one that she's the chubby Asian chick that was
Yeah, I think she was in
comedian
Face Off.
that got her own show way back when.
Boosh,
Yeah,
I will fucking fight you.
Anyways, that wasn't nice. Boosh.
But you're not wrong.
No.
No, no, you are fucking wrong. First off, my hair isn't the same shade, and it's much wavier. I'm French. I've got that curly hair.
Chad, you notice one thing that he left off that list was he didn't say, and it's not the same length.
No, his hair's longer than mine. Mine's not that long.
Aquafina is rad. Oh, okay. I mean, she has the waddle of a lesbian duck.
Yeah. And every time she opens her mouth, a very grating sound comes out of it that hurts my ears.
Yeah, she does have a
Yeah.
theaters in late October of 2025 before streaming on Shudder a month later. All that is to say, this was not a movie worth noting if you're, say, a gamer who mostly just goes to the theater for mainstream.
Right. So if you're not actively a LGBTQ plus AI movie reviewer, then why are you going to look at this trailer?
I went to the theater for Iron Lung. That's not mainstream at all. Stop trying to put me in a box, you fuck.
Right? Yeah. No more closed doors.
Dream movies.
And we talk
You
about
would only
movies,
know
TV shows, and games on multiple channels.
Do you know how much time I've spent having to talk about anime, and I've never seen more than 10 minutes of that Batman one that they try to get me to watch?
And I know that I'm gonna have to go watch that stupid fucking He-Man movie when it comes out because
Oh, I'm not watching.
Chad
I'm
and
not
Culture are convinced it's gonna be good, and I'm like, it's gonna suck. It's
I don't
gonna
need to
fucking
go.
suck.
I don't need to go see it to know that I'm right. I will wait for you to tell me that I'm right.
I don't understand. Like, there was nothing in that trailer,
Nothing.
except a bunch of red flags and
Yep.
like a split second of what looked like possibly a good scene. And they're just convinced that it's gonna be great.
It's crazy how if it's something that they enjoy, then they will give it all the credit and like, well, we haven't seen it yet. You know, we're not gonna.
Yeah, the
but-
rose-tinted glasses just
Yeah.
come on so hard.
But anything else though, they have the I'm gonna wait until I see it before I come to a conclusion. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
about Queens of the Dead if you were really big into horror and regularly followed the many productions that grace Shudder. Alternatively, you would also only know about the film if you were specifically seeking out queer media to gawk at. So Craig, really...
Wait, hold on.
So, question: are a lot of
That's a good one.
gamers specifically seeking out queer games?
No, that's his point. Oh wow, that's a good one. Okay, yeah. I'll say
He
this.
looks like he just got punched in the side of the head.
Is that a high or a buy copy? I'm gonna assume buy. Buy. Thank you for your tip. By the way, if you wanted to be as cool as Copied Kitty, there's a link for you, and we'll see you next time. But also, by the way, you know how many trailers I come across by just searching on YouTube for trailers of movies that I would normally have no interest in?
Well, they make those gigantic montages of all the trailers.
All the
for
trailers, yeah.
2026. What's coming up?
Oh, hello to
Oh,
people who said, "Oh, never mind." I take back everything I said.
Oh, hi then.
He went out of his way to just mock this movie. I mean, I guess it must have been a slow week. So they watched the rest of the trailer.
Yeah, those
and they
happen
just make
sometimes,
this-
and then we do things like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Or we spend a whole stream talking about Morning Glory Milking Farm.
Man,
That was a really good stream though, and honestly,
was, yeah.
We really need to start.
We
got to get back on making that into a segment.
I know,
There's a
'cause-
segment there.
And I actually have the book. I have. I forgot who it was that sent me a copy of it.
Like that can be a weekly segment very easily. It's a whole fucking. You know that genre is taking over, right? The dark fantasy shit. Those weird borderline pornographies.
How about this, Slender? How about this be your segment then? You can find a book each week that you want to tell us about.
I mean,
and we can react
here's
to
the
it.
thing, man. It could be my segment, but I'm not doing it on your channel.
I can see Slender being like Kite and being into that classy smut.
Yeah, but that's not classy.
Oh, I'm not reading any of these things. I'm just gonna find the ones with the stupidest summary on the back.
mediocre transphobic joke.
But that'd be an ascended art segment. That wouldn't end up over on History Interrupted. It wouldn't really fit there.
By the
They're
way,
gonna make mediocre transphobic jokes, like he made mediocre voice changing joke.
No,
earlier in
no,
this video
no, Brahma.
after
He
searched
hasn't
out
made
somebody to be angry at.
He hasn't even reached the level of mediocre with any of his jokes thus far.
I will say though, it's kind of like when there's 100 spoons and all you need is a knife. Ironic because
shut up.
Don't forget he criticized the movie for their mediocre gay jokes.
Yes.
So, wouldn't it be fitting that they made a mediocre transphobic
joke?
That thing was not human. You know what this means.
It's worse.
It's Ellen Page.
Oh, damn.
After the trailer ends, we
I mean, it's not the best joke I've heard, but it worked, I guess.
get some scolding from game reviewer Vera Dark about how director Tina Romero is tarnishing the legacy of her dad.
Imagine having your father's legacy to uphold. This name.
Wait, why does she have to uphold her father's legacy?
Well, I
Because
mean,
Romero is who
if
did
she's
Night
using
of
the
the-
name,
No, I know who he is, but why is she responsible for upholding her father's legacy? I'm pretty sure it stands on its own, does it not?
We don't hold Sophia Coppola to the same level.
well, I mean,
this
I'd
is-
agree with you, but I've seen episodes 7 and 8 of the Star Wars movies at this point, so yeah, I do think you can bring an entire fucking legacy crashing down.
But the difference though is that this isn't a part of he didn't have a universe, so it's not actually connected like narratively to anything that he did. One,
Well, if she didn't want to be connected to his legacy, she would have chosen any medium other than zombies.
Yeah.
right, but I'm just saying
He's-
like what
He's
I'm
got a
saying
point there.
what I'm saying is the difference between this and George Lucas, they were within his narrative that he created, whereas
Yes,
this
but
is
what you're, I get the point you're trying to make, but if you are the child of someone who is very prominent in an industry, and you are then also doing things in that industry,
Right.
there is a certain level of expectation there.
yes, but
Especially with the nepotism to get that
Right.
position
But-
in
Yeah.
the industry.
but it doesn't take away from what your parents did. Just because you're a shit car salesman and your dad was the best doesn't retroactively make doesn't take away from what
Yeah, but
he
you can
did.
still embarrass the fuck out of him.
Yes. But that's different than upholding your father's legacy.
I think
That
she's
you-
being a little hyperbolic here,
yes.
Matt.
Yeah.
Represent, and this is the dog shit you're releasing?
Okay, look, George Romero, yeah, he made some great zombie movies. You know, he made Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead,
Yeah,
and
we
Day of the
know,
Dead.
yeah.
However, many people seem to forget all the films that Romero made after the
God damn it. How did I make a better argument against what she said than what he did? This is
Well,
this is
you
so
can't
typical.
go after a woman. that would
the-
be sexist.
This is so typical because okay, it wasn't my adopted dad, it was my stepdad. But I could rap. Anyway, I mean not on
Do
rhythm.
it. Do it
and-
right now. Make a rap about this guy.
See, let me finish my sentence. Not in rhythm or free flow. I couldn't just come up with it on the spot. Or coulda, who knows? But your name is Dot. Yeah, and then there's Wacko and Slappo. I forgot the rest of them. Anyway, see, I can't do it like that.
Wow.
There's Wacko, Yakko, and
Yakko, that's the other one. Anyway, so what I was saying was it's so okay, I'm not going to be bullied into this. I learned my lesson about listening to bullies. Damn it, what was I saying? Oh, yeah.
Plus, Court, that's your thing. You rap on streams.
So it's so typical that he goes with the I'm going to tear down Romero rather than building up his daughter. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's how he's going to.
Let's not forget, he ruined his legacy long before she did.
Yeah. Well, this is the lefty playbook, right? I cannot get up to their level, so I must bring
Right.
them down to mine.
those three. Okay, now don't get me wrong, there is some good stuff in the 1990s remake of Night of the Living Dead, and even 2005 Land of the Dead I kind of like in bits and pieces, but
Yeah.
the films that followed after that with 2007's Diary of the Dead and 2009's Survival of the Dead.
Yeah, but wasn't he 90? I'm surprised he was able to even get those done.
Were just bad. And I mean, let's not mince words here. George released some dog shit, which is fine. I mean, not every director has a perfect filmography. You don't need to hold them that highly in regard, especially
I don't think any
if you're
director
only-
has a perfect filmography.
So far, Craig C. Zoller hasn't had a miss.
He'll have his miss sooner or later. But the point is, if your first film is dog shit, that's usually the end of your filmography.
Well, depends. Were you hired by Disney?
Well, if you were hired by Disney, you
Because then
probably
you're
aren't a
just-
film writer.
Well, okay, fair.
doing it to shit on the work of his daughter. The rest of the panel's comments about the trailer are mostly just confusion. Like, they're confused about who Tina Romero is.
Why is that a problem? I'm confused about who Tina Romero is. This is the first I've ever heard.
They confused. They literally said,
"Fuck, I'm so embarrassed."
Romero's daughter.
I'm so embarrassed. You're right, Bruce. I didn't. How the goat did not even come to mind. I don't know.
Just because
And technically, Tommy Wiseau's never had a miss.
He's only he has.
What?
His very next
is
movie.
Correct. She isn't going to sleep with you, bro. Stop white knighting.
So he actually does have a new movie that they have to be in post production by now. It's some World War II veterans come back to New York, and then I think they get into it with the mob, I believe. Something like that. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, but Eclay is saying Craig needs to make a new movie.
That's what I'm talking about. Craig Z. Zoller.
Craig? Oh, that Craig.
Yeah. Unless he's talking about Stuttering Craig. I didn't know he made a movie.
He might have. Back with Screw Attack. I don't know.
Can't stick handle. But woohoo, what a hockey player. That's for you.
I don't understand what's being said there.
You can't fly. You can't fight. Sorry, I was thinking Hook.
Hook. Rufio.
Yeah. Rufio.
As George Romero, one of the pioneers in the horror film genre,
Yes.
had a daughter. I guess. By the way, that is a good question. Is Tina Romero actually a woman?
Is that the
Fair. Based on what she chose to her first movie? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I need to go get another beverage. We're not even halfway through yet.
Yeah, that's because of you guys.
Somebody asked Mark, what is a woman?
I thought this is what we're supposed to do on a speakeasy, Mad.
Yes. Yeah, I'm happy that it's going like this. By the way, while he's gone, if you can think of an accent that you want Brahma to speak in, here's where you send that $10 to get it done. Nope. All right.
Everybody
Thanks.
should choose Mad instead of me.
You know what? We're gonna go on with that. He's
Who's
not gonna
about
miss anything.
lesbians who don't dress femininely.
These days.
Katie M. O'Brien? Okay, but why does she look like a dude?
Okay, here's why.
Slender
Because
left.
Tina Romero looks like a dude.
Yep.
I don't think so. Oh, no worries.
She's trying to look like a dude.
Alex, you're the exception. Yes, he's trying to. I would never look at that and be like, "Wow, that's a dude." It looks. I don't know.
Because the ultimate goal of every lesbian is to find another chick who is trying very hard to look like a dude.
They're even confused about drag queens.
I thought that drag queens didn't really exist anymore because they all identified as whatever.
That's a fair question. Why? Yeah, it's crazy how on one hand they want us to accept, you know what I mean? What is it? Accept and praise and celebrate the LGBTQAI plus, but he has a problem with them asking questions to better understand their community. It's weird.
They wanted to identify as.
It's just confusion all the way down. The equivalent of watching kindergartners discuss a Terrence Malick movie.
Who the fuck is Terrence Malick, and why would kindergartners be discussing it?
They wouldn't be, was his point.
No, that wasn't his point. He said it would be the same as if they were, not that they wouldn't. See, the equivalent of watching kindergartners discuss.
Terrence Malick movie. I must admit, I was just very disappointed with this video, and not just for.
Were you though? Because I'm pretty sure you already came up. You know, your opinion of Craig was already formed before you ever started watching that video.
The obvious.
Oh, fuck him! Look, the Thin Red Line. I get why it's a good movie and people praise it or whatever. But all the characters in the movie speak how Terrence Malick, well, not Terrence Malick, I forget who the writer was, but they speak how how he writes, and it comes off as inauthentic to soldiers in World War II. They're all very philosophical and have this sense of wonder and shit. Yes, don't bother. It's real long. Everyone is in it.
It's bigotry that these types of folks are known for.
Wait, so is bigotry if they're like, wait, I thought, and I have a question and ask about, oh, fuck you.
But it was a pretty dumb question.
What? But I thought drag queens don't exist.
I thought drag queens didn't exist while we've all been complaining about drag queen story hours and stuff. I mean, we have talked about it plenty over the last 2 years.
I don't know if she has.
Just saying that all drag queens are just now trannies is kind of ignorant.
Oh, okay, all right.
For sure, this lot was going to try to argue that zombie films have lost their way, or that horror is going to be ruined by injecting queer characters into these types of films, but it's just queer bashing of the laziest variety. The type of bitching and moaning you'd hear from a family member at Thanksgiving who hasn't been to the movie theater in a decade, but still has some very strong opinions about movies being too woke.
Why is that a problem? You can't watch movies at home?
We can't have opinions? I mean, you're
Case in
giving
point.
your opinion
Right,
now.
like, yeah.
The panel argues that drag queens are no longer fun in movies, but that they did enjoy them in To Wong Fu, a comedy.
Actually, motherfucker, is To Wong Fu. Thanks for everything.
Julie Newmar.
Yep.
From 30 years ago.
And also,
that
was when we were all laughing at men dressing like women, not taking them seriously.
Yeah,
because
okay.
we knew about the mental illness.
Funny to them.
I mean, I didn't. I think I think it may have been 8 when it came out. I don't remember what year it came out, but I wasn't like, they suffer from a mental illness. I bet it's the antidepressants.
But now movies with drag
in
queens
every
are...
instance, all the way back to watching Looney Tunes and Bugs Bunny dressing as a female.
Right.
It was always a joke. It was never, let's take these people seriously.
Yeah.
Are ruined because
per person at a movie to know it's a woke movie, I will regret spending money on. Yeah. That's why they make trailers to so people can kind of get an idea of whether or not they're going to enjoy it.
Because they apparently have more personal feelings in them. I'm not kidding. That's the
wait,
actual...
hold on.
I don't think that's a point that is going to stand up very well.
I didn't hear the point.
Are ruined because they apparently have more personal feelings in them.
What?
Why would a movie having drag queens in it automatically make it have more personal feelings?
Oh no, it doesn't. That's not.
That film was funny to them.
Right.
But now movies with drag queens are ruined because they apparently have more personal feelings in them. I'm not kidding. That's the actual argument they use.
One of the best examples in a movie for drag queens is To Wong Fu.
Thanks for everything.
Snipes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like
problematic.
I love that movie. And that's a great movie because the three of the Patrick Swayze and Wesley Snipes,
John Leguizamo,
don't look like women. They're so buff and muscular, and that's the point. That's what made it funny. So it's like, what happened to that? Why can't we just go back to everything just being funny and silly? Why do we have to take things so seriously? And you have to, inject your personal feelings and your sexuality into everything.
Now, I
kind of feels like a fair question.
Initially chose this video because I thought it would be different from the usual topics discussed by these types of people. I mean, here's a film that is more outside the mainstream.
What do you mean, you people?
It's a smaller horror film that offers more representation in a medium that isn't co-opting any previously established characters or lore.
What the fuck does that have to do?
More representation or only one type of representation?
Wait, you're trying to use that as a shield. Like, why are they reacting to this trailer? Because it's these things. They should save their criticism for other things that I don't particularly, but not the ones I love, not my sacred cow.
Oh, the type of shit these folks usually complain about. And yet, all Craig and his conservative cohorts can do is watch the trailer and act all grossed out about lesbians,
Weird that a
drag
conservative
queens, and
would feel that way for the most
Right?
part.
Yeah, it's so unlike them.
transgender characters. Not for anything that the characters do in the movie, just because these characters exist. And I think that video reveals just how limited the Side Scrollers podcast is in their media analysis. And this is
Wait, hold on. You keep talking about how this movie is very niche. It's small. It's not for everyone. You know what I mean? It's very small. So wouldn't it make sense that it would be outside of their normal things that they analyze? It doesn't seem like it. I mean, that doesn't
Also,
mean that
this
it's
wasn't
limited.
media analysis. This was watching a trailer and making fun of it.
Yeah,
That's not
and
media
this is just with the
analysis.
stuff outside the wheelhouse of the mainstream diet that they usually consume. So let's see what Craig thinks of movies he's more likely to see than just reacting to trailers for movies that he's never going to watch. And I'm sure he has something to say about the recent Superman movie in this video, The Truth About Superman Being Woke.
For the most part, the movie has been interesting to see the reception. Now, I have not seen it.
Okay, this is even lazier than I thought. He hasn't even watched the movie, and
Okay.
it's just going to parrot the dogshit takes from
I thought what he said was that he actually is talking about the response to the movie. I can talk about the response to the movie without seeing the movie, depending on what the
The
response
Critical
is.
Drinker and Nerdrotic.
And he
Now, a lot of
didn't
people
claim
run-
to have seen the movie. It's different if you're like spouting a whole bunch of things and then saying,
Well-
I mean, not ever saying I didn't actually see the movie.
I'll
I'm
wait.
just going to take all these stances.
I'll wait until I hear what he says, because you can be like, you can form an opinion about, you can express an opinion about something that you haven't seen
I'm
inauthentic.
not
You know what I
saying
mean?
I'm not saying
No,
you can't.
I
I'm
don't think
saying
you
he was
should.
upfront by
You see-
saying I didn't see the movie.
Right. But I also then don't think that it's fair to say this movie is this when you haven't seen it for yourself.
Yes, you're agreeing with me.
Maybe.
What a lot of people like Critical Drinker has to say about it, and Nerdrotic. There's a lot of talk about, is it woke? Is it a woke Superman? Whatever.
Come on, Craig, don't just jump on trends. Why don't you actually talk about a movie you've
Wait, did he jump on a trend? He literally just said the response to the movie have been interesting, and then summarized the response of two people. How is that
No,
jumping
he
on a trend?
summarized the response of what people were asking those two people. Was it woke? Was it woke?
Oh, okay.
Because that's what people wanted to know. Is it woke? And they were asking the opinions of Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker.
Based on a trailer, you can form an opinion on whether or not you think you would like it, but I don't think that based on a trailer you can definitively. Well, you can't be like, you know what, that movie is bad, because I've seen some trailers that were really bad. The Last of the Mohicans has a horrible fucking trailer. That movie's great.
Maybe his podcast will actually talk about Gladiator 2. In this video, Hollywood's war on masculinity isn't stopping.
Did you see Gladiator 2, Cecil?
Did you see Gladiator 2?
Yes.
Oh boy. Why was What We Do in Life Echoes in Eternity in English?
No.
Because they were lazy?
Does anybody watch the movies they talk about on this podcast?
I'm sorry.
No example that he's brought up have they actually talked about it, because
No.
he just cuts them off at, did you see it? Or did you hear what Nerdrotic said? Then he cuts it off without actually having them
Yeah.
explain anything.
I just asked Brahma if he's seen Gladiator 2. That doesn't mean that we are talking about Gladiator 2, my guy.
So I saw it recently on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like he's going to talk about it, huh?
Okay, at least Craig actually saw the movie. So let's hear an actual review and not just skimming trailers or social media reactions.
And let me just say this about that. It was long, it
Yeah.
was drawn out, and it was unnecessary. Like,
Yep.
I didn't need to watch it. I was hoping that it'd be a lot better than it actually was. I'd heard it's like a 7. It's more like
But to be fair, though, I hate this whole. There was no reason to make this sequel. It was bro. All movies are unnecessary and not neat. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, but this one was kind of especially unnecessary.
How so?
30 years later, the character that the movie is actually based on, the original character that the movie is actually based on, is dead.
Okay.
It's like you could
That's
have
not
just made any other arena movie and not tried to tie it into Gladiator of all things.
Right, but what if it was? What if it was done well? What if it was a great movie? What is?
I would still say it's an unnecessary sequel.
Right, all movies are unnecessary, though, is what I'm saying. You said this one is specifically unnecessary because it was from a movie from 30 years ago, and the character
Because
that
they tried to tie it in a way that didn't tie in.
what through a child of his. That seems
Through
like a very
child of
natural.
his that there was no indication that there would be a child of his.
Okay,
It doesn't fit with the character from the original movie.
what doesn't that he had that
Him
he was
having a child with her.
I thought it's been a minute since I watched Gladiator, but I thought that there was some obvious sexual you know what? We'll move on because maybe Slender's right.
a
I'll
5.
Wow,
I'll secede.
That's actually
Secede?
a
Concede.
fairly good assessment. I mean, it was short, but it was direct without much hyperbole, and it did come off genuine. And honestly,
What the fuck are you saying?
Of course it was short because the other two people hadn't seen it. So how is he going to start a whole conversation with two guest panelists about something they haven't seen? They said they hadn't seen it. So he said, well, here's my quick take, essentially. I mean, you don't have to go into a 30-minute full-on critic review.
Oh, and also it would be kind of shitty if you're like, oh, you two haven't seen it? All right, well, just stand by for the next 4 hours as I break this movie down.
And it was unnecessary. Like, I didn't need to watch it. I was hoping that it'd be a lot better than it actually was. I'd heard it's like a 7. It's more like a 5.
wow, that's actually a fairly good assessment. I mean, it was
Sure.
short, but it was direct without much hyperbole, and it did come off genuine. And honestly, given the anti-woke crowd that Craig associates with, this seems refreshingly earnest. So, yeah, kudos to Craig, I guess. Good review, Craig.
Right?
I swear to Craig, I was about to be like, you know what? At least the dude is being fair with Craig on this one point.
We'll see where that goes.
I feel like he's setting something up here.
It was totally unnecessary, and it was meant to generate money on it did. I guess it did pretty good. I don't know.
Oh, okay. He's still going.
I mean, I think that's
You
the
just
goal of a
complained
lot of
about
movies.
it being too short as
No, he
he's
didn't complain about it.
continuing.
He didn't complain about it being too short.
was good.
Yeah.
But this is what does this have to do with fucking anything? This doesn't even tie into the topic he's trying to cover. This is just him shitting on Craig.
Hold on, though. Look at the title. Side scrollers, normal gamers with poor movie literacy. This is him proving. Now I see Shag's. Oh, Shag's work.
Yes, except he
Okay,
opens the video with Gamergate stuff and
Yeah,
gamer words.
like,
Yeah, because he was
That's-
establishing
that's
how
what he
horrible
is.
gamers are.
well, that was his thesis statement, and he's gotten so far
And
away
he
from his
hasn't
thesis
done
at
anything to
this
back
point.
it up.
Like,
I
Sure,
feel like he
this
thinks he
backs up his
proved all of
title,
it.
but
I mean, I know that's what we're doing. We're just shitting on him and his style right now. But that's the point of a speakeasy.
Yeah.
I think the cash grab argument is a little lazy, but
Same,
the
yeah,
review is
I
still
agree.
fine.
But the lead actor of it was this guy named Paul Mescal. Are you familiar with this guy?
Oh,
Nope.
oh no, Craig, don't.
The point is that the guy who plays Lucius in it was talking about, this is from That Park Place, says, he brags that Hollywood is moving away from the traditional alpha male characters that once defined it. This is at the Cannes Film Festival.
And it's ruined.
Yes, and
He could-
Is that working out for Hollywood? Is Hollywood having a lot of success with moving away from that?
And how does that ruin his review of the movie by going further into a review?
Or is he trying to point out the thing that everybody knows, which is that the audience is clamoring for a return to the alpha males that once defined Hollywood?
Talked about the specifics of the movie and how it made him feel. No, he has to talk about the perceptions of alpha males.
Well, yeah, because why would he keep...
Did the star of the movie bring it up and make it a talking point?
Yeah, but okay.
Then it's fair game about the movie.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. He thinks that this is part of Craig's review. No, this is perfectly fine because the other two hadn't seen it.
Yeah, this is them continuing to have a conversation.
Yes.
Based on a response from Paul Mescal, an actor that he is not familiar with.
Okay,
worth noting about this article is that even though
I don't need to be familiar with an actor. If the actor says things, I can then express my opinion based on what the actor said.
Nah, bro, because you don't know where he was born, and I bet you couldn't even tell me what his cousin's name is.
If the actor is in a movie, I don't need to see his whole body of work to decide whether or not he was good in the movie. Like, this is stupid.
Also, I don't think Craig said, I'm not familiar with this actor, because he did watch the movie. What Craig said is, to his other two panelists who didn't watch the movie, are you familiar with this guy? That is not saying, I know nothing about him. That's asking you two. Are you guys familiar with this guy?
Wait, am I? No. I forgot. I
That's what he was doing with his panel. He was asking them if they were familiar with them.
Yep.
This guy's throwing a fit because he says he doesn't even know who he is. It's like, no, he watched the movie. And then he went and saw this article.
He chooses to get his news from That Park Place
Film Festival.
And it's ruined. He couldn't have just, talked about
Why couldn't he have gone to the Mary Sue to get his news?
The movie.
Like I do.
I mean, I do. I follow them.
And how it made him feel. No, he has to talk about the perceptions of alpha males based on a response from Paul Mescal, an actor that he is not familiar with. Worth noting about this article is that even though Paul's words were covered by Variety, Craig chooses to get his news from That Park Place.
Okay. Did they get his words wrong?
I know a lot of people don't like That Park Place because they have a bit of I would say a right-leaning bias, slightly. But, I mean, they're a good news outlet.
Are they? Because I'm pretty sure the reason why I don't ever click on them because they fuck around with their titles to make you think.
Place?
Yeah.
Oh, they do clickbait, but every fucking news outlet on the internet does that because that's how they get engagement. Most people don't like to read, Mad.
Plus, why would you, if it's got the same information in it, why would you go with Variety if you're in this sphere when that?
Yeah, they have a paywall,
and that's the other thing, Mad. Like,
all
the big publications, all the big publications hide everything behind a paywall.
That's what I was saying.
They're doing the clickbait too. Like, that is not unique to That Park Place.
I know clickbait, but I may be wrong, but it's misleading. Like when Screen Rant or one of those others is like big news about the season 2 of Acolyte, right? And then you click on it, and it's like, well, okay, there isn't going to be a season 2, but they're going to come out with this book that's you know what I mean? That kind of a thing.
Right.
They all do that.
Boosh is also right about the hypocrisy of what this guy is saying. He's saying you went to That Park Place instead of Variety. It's like, yeah, Variety is the same thing. I mean, they're not an actual journalistic site either. They just report rumors and insider knowledge. Same thing that Park Place does. So he just doesn't like which version of that propaganda that has been chosen by Craig.
Yeah, I think he's being clear about it. About that's his problem with him going to That Park Place rather than Variety.
A website that is just a cesspit of covering wokeness and entertainment. Just looking at the website makes that point seem obvious, but
Let's see here. The Oscars wanted nothing to do with Wicked for good, and that says everything. James Cameron blasts America. Hollywood billionaire trashes the nation that made him rich. Okay.
But a quick peek at media bias reveals that they swear.
Oh boy. Let's see here. Oh, it says it's mixed.
No, it says far right. Well,
No,
it's
it says-
almost to the extreme.
Yeah, it
Look
says
at where the
they're
dot is on
right-leaning.
the arrow.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at why it says mixed
But
right here.
but
I'm
that's
highlighting.
fine.
That's
You would
on
think.
how factual they are.
Well, you would think that that
Oh,
would
okay.
make sense though, because obviously Craig, as a right-leaning individual, would seek out right-leaning perspectives.
Right, but that's what's wrong with him is because he leans
Like,
right.
What's it say about Variety? Is Variety least biased? Because that's usually what all these fucking things do. They go, oh yeah, CNN is completely unbiased, but Fox News is extreme right.
You're straight down the middle if you're left. You're
Mhm.
far right if you're right at all.
Yep.
Heavily right wing, and their factual reporting is mixed at best. So, after the panel watches the Paul Mescal clip, contributor Cecil gives the familiar whining that I've heard on this issue time and time again. You know, that if Hollywood stops making alpha male movies, they're losing money.
You
No.
are a really condescending guy.
Yeah, he really is. No, it's not that if they stop making, they have stopped making them.
When they stopped making money.
Oh.
Look at the women that are watching even something like a Hallmark Channel movie.
Wait, that's not Cecil.
It's not the same Cecil.
Oh, because I've streamed with the other Cecil. I didn't say anything because I was like,
in the world.
on YouTube within this sphere, that's a little unlikely. That'd be like there's two Brahmas
There probably are.
in our sphere. I've never seen one. And if I did, guess who's gonna get?
I don't know who's gonna get.
Yeah, they're gonna get got.
Oh, got. Okay.
But got would be past because he hasn't been got yet. But so he's gonna get,
He's
which
gonna
will
get
turn into a got.
I get.
I don't know. If we went by our real names, there would be multiple people on Comics' stream that would have the same name.
It's
Oh
true.
yeah, true. Brahma 2 has hair and hates booze and boobs.
Yeah.
The guys there are not, they're all rugged outdoor, they're working on the farm all day. They're not sensitive dudes. The vast majority of women do not want that.
True.
And if they want to try to make a movie where you're supposed to be a gladiator that has feelings, good luck to you, but I'll see you in the bargain bin.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because, when I think of Ridley Scott's Gladiator, I think of the film's protagonist of Maximus as an unemotional man, not bound by feelings. When
Okay, it's not. You're taking what he said in such bad faith, right? Obviously, Maximus Aurelius Prahudi had
Maximus Decimus Meridius.
what did I say? I feel like I said that.
You said exactly that. I was just repeating it.
Okay,
Because it's
all right,
such
make
an
sure.
important name.
Got it. But yeah, it's not about having feelings or not having feelings. It's about how one expresses those feelings, right? And you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he was a very, very feeling person until he
absolutely.
felt the need for revenge.
But but that is a feeling.
Yes, anger and revenge.
But like all great men, he was able to bottle that shit up
And
until he
use it.
needed it for
And
purpose.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Where did Gladiator 2 end up? The bargain bin.
Yeah, it really did.
Did it?
It's such
Pretty
a
sure.
shit movie.
If there were still a ton of DVD sales going on, it would be in the bargain bin. It would be in that box in Walmart that says $5 and just has tons of DVDs thrown in there, all mixed about.
And most people would see that and be like, $5? Nah, that's too much. The only way you're getting anyone to buy that is if you release a bundle with the original and that one together for like about the price of one movie.
I feel like I just stepped through a portal and I'm now in 2005. We're talking about DVDs.
Maybe like with the steel
Oh,
jacket.
I know. He's using it more of a a term, not in reality, right? Just to reflect his poor profit or whatever.
Mrs. wife and child were murdered. He didn't feel sad or cry with snot dribbling down his face. No, there were no feelings in that movie, and that's why
he had
Gladiator
feelings
2 was
at that
so
point because that was a time where he was able to have feelings, but he didn't do that while he was out there gladiating it up. Like,
yeah. And also, there was no one around to see him, so that's totally different. No one's saying that men can't cry when they're alone.
Yeah.
But you better hide that shit as soon as a chick comes around sucking your gut.
If his wife and kid weren't dead, he wouldn't have been crying. If one of them died and the other one was there alive, he would not have been crying.
And if he was, it would be from only one eye.
Yeah. He'd get a little misty, but he'd hold it together because he's got to be the Rock.
And then when his son's like, Daddy, what's wrong? I don't know how they spoke. Daddy, what's wrong? Are you sad about mommy? No, there's dust in the air.
I'm not sad about your mother, but I'm going to kill the person who did this.
This dick is going to echo in her eternity.
bad because now enslaved men who lost their loved ones to conflict and are estranged from their families have very strong feelings about those issues. So we then get some very tired takes on masculinity.
Well, I mean, just saying, like, this photo really says everything you need to know about Pedro
It's not a take
Pascal.
on masculinity. It's a take on
Pedro
the complete
Pascal.
lack of masculinity existing.
Yeah.
I hate Pedro Pascal.
how far back did
I heard
go?
he's a pretty big fan of you, Slender.
He is everything that is wrong with the modern male actor.
Oh, I fucked up. Where's that? Oh, here we go.
A picture of Pedro Pascal in a fucking yellow sweater worn over his shoulders.
I actually think Pedro Pascal is very good in certain roles, limited. He was fantastic in Narcos. He was great in that Nicolas Cage movie. But it's the
He was good in Game of Thrones.
Oh, absolutely. I loved that was the first time I ever seen him. I'm like,
best characters.
Oh, I was like, who is this guy? He won me over. I mean, phenomenal, right? But he's been we've been overexposed to him.
And he opens his mouth in the media.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal to me is not masculine. Like, just from him as a person. Like, when I look at
Yes.
Sylvester Stallone, when I look at even The Rock, The Rock is, like, muscles don't necessarily make you masculine, but they help.
I mean, it would
they
have been nice if you would have both of the two. Anyway, go.
Help. They sure help, right?
And then Craig attempts to tap into
Yeah,
his
but
very
Stallone's
limited.
tiny. Stallone may be muscled, but he's also tiny.
Yeah, but the musculature is like you're instinctually coded to recognize it. That means that male has more testosterone coursing through their veins, which is why they developed all that lean muscle mass in the first place.
Yeah.
That is a good candidate for reproduction. I'm going to pursue that man.
He could have gone with somebody more like Jason Statham, who doesn't look like he was a bodybuilder. At
I
any
don't.
point
I
in
don't
his
think he
life.
would. That wasn't prepared. It was just names that was on top of his head. Yeah.
Knowledge of movies to give an example of how we should be laughing at beta males.
There's a reason why when you watch a movie like God, what's that? There was like this talking about sex teen comedies. What was the one with God? Where they're
By the way, he's kind of a dick leaving all this in. What a fucking asshole.
Right.
He's just trying to make him look as bad as possible.
Like we all haven't struggled to come up with the word that we were
Right.
looking for or a specific actor's name.
Yeah. Well, I haven't, but I've seen you guys do it. Yeah, I haven't, but I see you guys do it all the time.
Jesus Christ, I'm blanking on the name of it.
And you know what it is most of the time. It's you've got a very short window to try to make a point on most panel shows.
Yeah.
So you know what you're thinking you're trying to say, but you're trying to get it out so fast that you start stumbling all over the place.
Also,
because you're gonna get undercut.
Also, not to take shots at the other two, but what the fuck, man? Y'all leaving him just hang here for a minute.
he hasn't given them any clue on
No.
who he's talking about.
I
Right.
mean, but they
Have
could
them
at least
guess.
start fucking with him or something
or
to
say
keep it entertaining.
something. Yeah, because it's like quicksand. You know what I mean? 'Cause
We just all stand around and watch you sink.
yeah, and the more he tries to find it, the more he's gonna sink into it. And these two are like, oh man, this is gonna suck for
That's
you, bro.
like what we did to you 3 or 4
I think
times
he's
last
trying-
night.
Yes.
I think he's trying to help him right now, but we paused.
I mean, actor.
The guy who
Okay,
pretends
that's fair.
he's from Hawaii and he has the ID.
Does he have a hard ticket?
Super bad.
Super bad.
McLovin.
Yeah, McLovin.
Right? Yeah, when you think like super bad, right? The reason why that's funny is that all 3 of those guys are betas, right? They all want to be the alpha. They all want to hang out. They, so we are literally.
I don't know if the skinny one from Juno wanted to be an alpha. I think
Michael Cera?
Yeah, I think he accepted that he's not. But the other two, yeah.
laughing at them. We're laughing at them. We're laughing with them in their situation. And that's what makes that movie so funny, right?
I would argue that what makes the teen boys of Superbad so hilarious is not that they are beta males, but because they are so obsessed with becoming alpha males.
Fuck, you're
That's-
wrong too.
That's what he just fucking said, though. He said they want to be alphas.
I never took away from it that they are obsessed with becoming alphas. I just took it as they want to get laid. They want to be.
I was gonna say. I mean, we're using very specific terminology, but this
Getting
was
laid
the
is the
formula.
action of an alpha.
This was the formula of every high school movie back
Yeah.
in the day. Unpopular kid wants to be popular.
Or get
Wait.
screwed before
Hold on.
graduation.
Yeah.
Wait, don't betas want to get laid as well, though? I don't know why
They
that.
want to, but
I
they're
mean,
blocked
every
by
guy
the
wants
alphas.
to, right?
Right.
If you're going to use the alpha and beta system, yes,
I wouldn't.
Every male wants to get laid, but the betas are typically blocked from access by the alphas.
But this whole thing is just so dumb. It's like he's like, yeah, they're betas and they want to be alphas, and then he's like, I would argue that what was funny was that they wanted to be alphas. What the fuck are you talking? That's exactly what Craig just said.
I just don't think wanting to get laid is specific to one type of guy or another. Well, I mean, okay, it wouldn't be. Well, no, yeah. All guys want to get laid regardless of.
I was gonna say, back in the day, we were all trying to get to the top of the same
Yeah.
hill. We were just taking
I
a
just
different
am
path.
arguing it in the framework that they laid out, the alpha and beta stuff.
Characters of Evan and Seth, they have a perceived idea of what it means to be a more dominant man.
What? I haven't seen Superbad in a while, but
They want to have sex and believe they
Yeah.
need to get booze to accomplish this.
right, because that's their window in.
Yeah.
If it was something else that was offered, then they would have done it. They do not
This is
believe they
making me
need
sad.
booze
And while
to
it is
accomplish.
funny to watch their attempts at doing
Yeah,
both
but this
blow
is
up in their
making me sad.
faces,
The next time I stream a Sporking, I'm just going to be like, shut up, Sporking. Because this guy looks so much like him.
God damn it, movie with sporks.
you still care for these characters because Evan makes the right call by not having sex with a drunk Becca, and in a surprisingly progressive
Is that the
twist,
reason you care for
Seth
them? Or is it because it's a comedy and it's funny?
Well, that doesn't automatically make me want to care for people just because of that. It's because you're with
No,
them on
but
this
it's
whole
not-
journey.
Right. but
And he made the
one
moral
specific
choice.
instance he gives is not the reason that you care about the characters.
But the idea that he made the moral choice, do you think that
Of course.
that making the moral choice immediately precludes you from being an alpha? Like,
Or from a
alphas
good person.
can make the moral choice. That's It's not unique.
And I mean, yeah, it whether or not you make the moral choice in one situation doesn't define you as being good or bad.
is denied sex from Jules as she feels that he is too drunk. The film ends with Evan and Seth parting on good terms, having been more
I think
honest
Boosh
about
is
the
right.
Oh yeah, he is.
real friendship.
Yeah.
He
I
is,
didn't
he is
come away
definitely
from that
reading off his
seeing
monitor
moving
right now.
across.
You can
Yeah.
see his eyes going across the screen.
like I was laughing at beta males. The
You're right
teenage guys have some surprising growth amid a teen film genre that typically favors lowbrow sexist humor where nobody really learns anything.
Can you pause it again?
Yeah.
I don't like this movie review. It's long-winded. He's talking too much. He's not keeping it short.
Yeah, true. Yeah, this is a
And
horrible.
it's got and I didn't even realize we were going in for a super bad fucking movie review right now.
Yeah. God.
Similar scenarios like Porky's or 16.
Porky's is fucking awesome.
Porky's
Shut your
is
mouth.
Still good.
Dude, when I first saw it, I thought that it was made at that time. I'm like, holy shit. I was shit. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, they made this? I thought it was contemporary or whatever, like to the time that it depicts. I did not know it was made in the 80s or 90s or whatever it was. It blew my mind.
It was pretty good, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, dude.
Candles, there was some surprising maturity in Superbad. But I wouldn't expect someone like Craig to take that much notice of a film like this. I mean, he could barely remember
There
the
was
title.
there was
But-
not
could
a whole
barely.
lot of maturity in Superbad. It's just a fun fucking high school comedy. That's
Yeah.
that's
Also-
all it is.
I stepped away for a second, but did he just compare Porky's, Superbad, and 16 Candles?
Yes.
Well, yeah, that Porky's and 16 Candles was, I'm going to be honest, haven't seen 16 Candles, don't give a fuck. That they didn't have anything mature about it.
Yeah, but apparently Superbad
One of
had
these
a lot
things
of
is
maturity.
not like the others, though. I mean,
Porky's.
16 Candles is a completely different. It's not a raunchy comedy.
That's a
No,
Hugh.
it's-
That's a
it's-
Yeah, it's John Hughes.
yeah.
Isn't
I don't
that
care
a
for any of his
rom-com?
shit. It's a
closer
John
to a
Hugh
rom-com.
movie. It's like every other John Hugh movie that you remember from not another teen movie
Yeah.
parodying it.
Everything with Molly Ringwald.
Yep.
But getting back on topic here, if masculinity really is under attack in Hollywood,
What is this
what
point
are
about
we-
him barely remembering the title?
That he
He's
shouldn't
just-
try to use an example of a movie that he couldn't remember the title.
He could
he's just
remember what the
going-
movie's about. He just couldn't remember the title of the movie. I mean, that
I
doesn't
don't
mean
know.
it
He-
can't go to prove a point.
Yo, this guy's
he had a
nitpicky like a
point at the
motherfucker.
beginning of his fucking YouTube video, and he's gone off on a tangent. And I don't know that he's ever coming back around. He's so far off the fucking beam right now.
Well, you know what he needs? He needs the hook because
to do about it.
The
I don't
hook
know,
brings
it's
you
just
back.
tough to
Hook brings
see
you back.
Yeah.
I ain't telling you no lie.
Hollywood make this decision if it
Except
truly
he's
is the way
lying
to
to you the
go.
whole
And
time.
ultimately, it's going to come down to indie filmmakers and or AI filmmakers to go in and create the products that they want to create. So
Oh, yeah, of course he supports AI filmmaking. I wouldn't expect anything less from a
oh my god,
I
dude.
don't understand this fucking hate for AI. Like,
I don't either. I really don't.
I know we make fun of culture for the weave, but this looks more like a weave.
it
This
really
looks
does.
like he's got
doesn't it?
hair extensions because the front of his hair looks
It's a
lighter
different
than
color.
the back of his hair.
Yeah, it's a different color.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with AI because it's a tool, bro. And I don't. Oh,
collective of ne'er-do-wells that wince at Pedro Pascal.
just
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't like
Totally
Pedro
imagine-
what
Pascal.
the fuck?
You never
I've
saw
never
that?
seen this clip. No.
How did you miss that clip? It
That
went
clip
around
was
for
all
like 2
over-
weeks straight on
Was it-
every
was it
single
the-
show.
Was it the final 2 weeks of a month? Because I can tell you what happened.
Oh, you were out of meds?
Yeah.
No.
I'm
right
pretty
there,
sure
yeah.
it was right after the bro over.
When you-
'Cause
I
it
was out.
in between
Remember,
Superman and Fantastic Four.
I only had enough to get back home. So that
Okay.
would make sense if it happened right after the bro over.
What you doing, dude?
Slender's favorite topic.
I don't know.
Now, I'm not a conservative brain podcaster or the arbiter of masculinity, but I'm pretty
No,
You're
wait, hold
definitely
on.
not
you
that.
are
Don't-
not.
When he, see, I wasn't on LD. Yeah, when he was showing it off. By the way, I feel like he's selling himself short. Come on, man.
sure what Pedro was doing in that
Are you?
clip was.
What do you
You
mean?
know exactly
he's-
what Pedro. What?
Oh.
Look, bro. He has a beard.
Yeah, a beard's not hard to grow.
For some people, it is.
Yeah, like 20-year-olds.
Not
It's also
necessarily.
the
No.
name for masking a certain type of relationship.
Right, but that's unrelated to facial hair.
And maybe you
Just
have
saying.
trouble growing a beard, but I think that's more related to catastrophic injury.
Okay, yeah, my face was burned, and I do have issues where the
It comes in real patchy in spaces.
yeah. But
Yeah, it's a bit patchy. I've seen it when it's grown out a bit.
yeah,
But
but
so's mine.
oh, see right here, Shifty 46 can't grow a beard. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a.
Well,
Also,
it's
Native
also-
Americans can't grow their
I
hair.
go
almost
through a
can't grow
phase,
facial
right?
hair at all.
Like I have a scar on my jaw, and there's a spot where it doesn't grow. But once it gets long enough, it just kind of covers up that spot. So.
Yeah. But like Native Americans, they can't grow facial hair. I mean, hardly at all.
Yeah, I'm like what 128th or whatever.
Yeah, you are.
So my dad's 164th. He can't grow facial hair at all. I can at least grow the goatee, but I can't grow a beard.
I can never
grow a beard, but it is scraggly as shit.
And
Yeah,
that makes you inferior men, because masculinity comes down to the beard.
I don't want to get into the to defining masculinity. That's a whole different conversation. But I have it. I can never get the connection part of the goatee, like from the mustache to the chin.
Alex, it's always itchy when it first starts growing in. You got to give it some
Yeah.
time. Once it grows out, it stops being itchy, and then it's
use
just
beard
then it's just
oil
nice
and
yeah, nice and smooth.
Mine's so long now to this point that one, I got to get rid of the mustaches over my lip, and I hate it, and it bothers me. So I'm always like kind of swiping it away from my lip. But
Dude, as soon as I feel
Get
it
some
start hitting
clippers
the
and
cup
put it
when I'm drinking
just-
my coffee,
Yeah.
I gotta trim
or
it
when
up real
liquid
short.
goes into it when you're drinking something.
that's bad too. But I also my beard is long to where if I'm eating something in a bowl and I hold the bowl close to my face just so I don't drop it anywhere, it'll get into the like, God damn it.
You know what you can't eat while you've got a beard? Anything with Parmesan. Because Parmesan is just like magnetically
Stringy.
attracted to the
Yeah.
beard.
Yep.
You'll have to elaborate.
Having fun.
Which part's
he
gross?
is dancing around with a glow
I think the
stick
dipping-
and doing
the
any weird
food.
thing he can think of with it.
Dipping
and you
your
remember
beard
what
in
fun
your
was?
minestrone.
Or my stroganoff.
Or liquids getting stuck in your mustache.
Yeah, I don't like that. As soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna go trim it.
I'm
Remember
in
when you were-
desperate need of a trim too. I'm starting to get the Wolverine again, where the bottom of the sideburns, right where it meets the beard, is starting to try to go out instead of down.
Mad trimmed it at the bro over, but he had just bought new clippers and he didn't know what these sizes were, so
Yeah.
he took off everything accidentally and then was crying about it.
Okay, all right. Listen, crying about it.
Soul, her name is Karen.
So happy that you didn't give a shit what other people around you thought of your exuberance, because that's what Pedro Pascal is experiencing right now. The dude has starred in a hit
No, I
TV
think
show
he
and
was-
plenty of films.
Probably on ecstasy, and he was stroking off the nearest pole he could find.
Okay, I got to defend ecstasy. I've taken it as well, and I was I was like, ooh man, I gotta lick me a dick or something that it reminds me of a dick that was not
Yes, but if you were already Pedro Pascal and inclined to do
right,
that,
right. But it wasn't the X.
I mean,
remember
the
a
X
lot
might have
of
been the
people-
straw that broke the camel's cock.
You're a little bit younger than us, Mad, but I recall a lot of people having a pacifier in their mouths at all times because of the ecstasy.
It does,
Right,
it does
yes.
do that.
But y'all may be older than me, but I've actually taken it. And I did not want a pacifier in my mouth nor a dick. No more than usual, anyways.
I was going to say, I don't believe you didn't want one.
I said no more. Well, dude, when I took it,
It just wasn't readily available.
when I took
It didn't enhance the craving.
I took it with this chick, and we went to and we smoked weed too, and we went to go see Hateful Eight, and we were sitting there, and the establishing shot with the wagon was so long. We thought, no bullshit, we thought that Quentin Tarantino was fucking with us, not the audience, with her and I specifically. and we started freaking out and had to walk out. Yeah.
You missed a great movie.
Oh, I eventually saw it.
Films ranging from Fantastic Four to The Materialists. And yet, the most scandalous dirt that dorks like the Side Scrollers podcast can come up with is stuff like licking a glow stick or coming out against transphobia because...
No.
Licking
a glow stick was it was what everybody was talking about everywhere for like a straight 2 weeks. It wasn't dorks on Side Scrollers. They were just following the news cycle.
Specifically.
That is also not the only thing we were talking about Pedro Pascal during that timeline.
Yeah.
It was the fact that he was on like 4 different movie posters in 4 different movies in 4 different months at the same time. And we were sick of seeing him, and all the movies were bad.
Yeah, I have Pedro fatigue. I'll be honest.
And also,
does.
the whole he has anxiety, so he has to constantly be touched by this married woman or whatever.
Yeah, I wish that worked. Right? Like, I have anxiety. Just grab the nearest girl's boob for no reason.
Right?
I gotta touch somebody.
And they're like, "What are you doing?"
Fuck?
It's okay. I have anxiety.
Again, I don't think it's the anxiety. I think it's the ecstasy.
Probably.
No, wait. When he's in the interviews and shit.
But he says he has anxiety.
You think he's not high when he's on something when he's doing interviews? Because that guy is
on something or on X.
Psycho. I'm saying X specifically, but I'm saying he's.
No, I don't
something.
think the interviews I've seen, I don't think he's high on X.
Because he has a sister who has transitioned. And just like, have you noticed outside the sphere of
Does he
YouTube
have a sister that's
personalities that-
transitioned, though, or does he have a brother that's transitioned?
He has a brother.
Are you...
That calls itself a girl.
Okay, well... That's,
Like, nobody
That's
cares
not a
about
sister,
any of
then, I'm
this.
sorry.
Disney did not fire Pedro Pascal over condemning J.K. Rowling's transphobia, and the summer movie audience did not retract their attention from Fantastic Four First Steps because of how Pedro handled a glow stick.
You know what Disney also didn't do? They didn't fire Pedro Pascal for saying far worse things than Gina Carano did, when all Gina Carano basically said was, you shouldn't turn in your neighbors to the Gestapo.
Correct.
Yeah. By the way, people did turn away from Fantastic Four, not specifically for Pedro and.
I was going to
handling,
say, you're naming a whole bunch of movies that were financial failures.
Yeah.
None of that shit matters unless you're like the losers on the Side Scrollers podcast. They want
You know
to
what does
believe that
matter? Revenue. That's pretty much the only thing that matters to the companies that made all those movies.
You would think that, but yet they keep making them.
They
And
do,
kinda
and they keep losing money.
Kind of weird that it doesn't matter what actors and actresses do when, Rachel Zegler is not going to get a job in Hollywood ever again because of what she did.
Well, just like you brought up with Gina
Disney
Carano a minute
essentially
ago.
fired her.
Like, it doesn't matter when they say it, but when anybody that they, says stuff they don't like says something, then it matters.
Well,
it's this whole
more,
rules
this
for...
isn't pertinent to the conversation, except it absolutely is, because we have seen actors and actresses tank their own movies by speaking out and doing stupid stuff like this.
But from their perspective, it's the whole rules for thee, but not for me.
Doing all this woke stuff will drive audiences away and hurt his career. But it sure doesn't look like it.
It kind of does, though, bro.
It really is.
I mean, does he think
he's still getting a paycheck. Yeah, he's still getting hired for more movies. But is he drawing the same audience he did? Is he drawing the same audience he did back in 2020? Because I don't think he is.
No. And you can't tell me that the Mandalorian movie is going to be a hit. That it's going to be, you know what I mean? As big as what it should be for a Star Wars.
I think at the very best it's going to break even, and I don't think it's even going to break even.
They'll be lucky if it breaks even.
I think 500 is its top end.
But I'm pretty sure they've probably spent more than that between the production and the marketing.
Me too.
Who knows?
I don't think it's going to break even. I think 500 is its top end.
Yeah.
It's screwed.
Like I said, optimistically, like if it, like best case scenario, I say it breaks even, but I don't think it will. I honestly, I don't know if it's going to clear 300. I think there's a lot more damage to the entire Star Wars brand, Mandalorian included, than anyone seems to want to admit over there.
But it's also not the best example of Pedro Pascal.
No, not at all.
Best example for him not being the draw, because I don't think most people know that Pedro Pascal is the Mandalorian.
I don't think most people know that it exists because it's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Oh, that's kind of crazy to say, because
What?
season 1 was huge. I
Right.
mean, it was all
For
over all social media.
Okay, but social media also is not. It was huge for Disney Plus, for
I'm
a
talking
streaming
not just
service.
Twitter. I'm talking like Facebook and everywhere. People
Right.
were posting that stupid Baby Yoda.
I get
everywhere.
that. I get that. But again, it was successful for being a Disney Plus series. That doesn't translate to it being out that the mass audience, the mass people know it. You get what I'm saying?
No, Shifty. That is the most ridiculous thing you have ever said in your entire life. Disney Star Wars is better than the prequels? No.
Whoa, wait, hold on.
No.
Wait, Disney Star Wars better than the special edition and the prequels? Bro. I don't agree.
That is
I hate
some...
the prequels, and I still say they're better than Disney Star Wars.
They are.
Hey, listen. I don't hate the prequels. Every one of them had terrible scenes and scenes that I will never forget. Like, I really liked Duel of the Fates when they fought Darth Maul. That was an amazing scene.
Fucking great fight, yeah.
I hated the fucking pod racing. The pod racing
absolutely.
was stupid.
There were good things about the prequels, but the prequels...
Yeah.
I liked the Clone Wars. I liked when we got to see Yoda fight. But I felt like we needed to get more of Count Dooku because he didn't hit. He didn't land. He spent so little time engaged in the actual movie that...
Because Maul should have probably lasted through a trilogy, not
Yeah, he
one
should have.
movie.
Yeah. And the third one was, the Anakin Obi-Wan fight was pretty damn good.
Yes, it really was. It went on a little bit too long.
I hated all of Disney Star Wars. Like
65?
Episode 7.
Everything about it.
Everyone was talking about how great Episode 7 was. I was like, it's just A New Hope again.
It's New Hope rehashed. Yeah.
And Episode 8 was terrible.
Absolute trash.
Possibly the worst movie I've seen in Star Wars ever.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's absolutely the worst.
And I never saw Episode 9, but from everything I know about it, that sounds even more ridiculous.
All right.
The only thing I liked that Disney did was Rogue One.
I liked.
Here's the thing. I liked Rogue One, but if I'm being honest, it's not a good movie.
No, it's not.
Like, I liked it, but it's not a good movie.
I loved.
It had probably the best space and ground battle that we've seen.
I loved
includes Jedi.
I loved the two guys, the Danny,
the monks.
Yeah, the
Force monks.
They should have been the movie. You have you juxtapose these two different reactions to what happened, right? You have one that went full into his belief, into his faith in the Force, and the other one abandoned it completely. But yeah, they're still together. They're still brothers. They still, they still have that love. They're friends, and you know what I mean? That's a story. Why are we not seeing that?
Well, that's just like with Episode 7. There was a story there with Finn
Finn
could have
being
made
a
him
Jedi. Yeah,
an
absolutely.
awesome Force-sensitive former fucking stormtrooper, but instead you just... I mean, you tokenized the ever-loving shit out of him.
That should have been...
Go ahead.
That should have been the justification for why he wanted to leave leave the First Order or whatever, was because of the Force, because of that connection. Not
he was
just
feeling that pull to something
right.
greater.
Yeah, not that, oh man, I don't know if I should be doing this.
I think there was a plan for him, but since they didn't have the same Yeah, I think there was a plan for him, but since they didn't have the same person making episode 8, it fell apart.
Okay, real quick. Before I attack him more, I want to defend Shifty. Shifty is one of the long time guys that's been around my channel. So
He's always here.
Yeah.
He's established. However, Spaceballs, let me tell you something. Men in Tights is so much better than Spaceballs. It's not even close.
By a mile.
Yeah.
I've watched Spaceballs once. I've watched Men in Tights probably 50 times.
We tried to rewatch Spaceballs.
Well, I've watched Spaceballs like 4 or 5 times, but Men in Tights, probably 100.
We tried to rewatch Spaceballs a while back, and within the first 10 minutes, we're like, you know what? Why don't we try Men in Tights instead?
Men in Tights.
Fucking loved it. We're like, holy shit, this holds up.
Yep. Still funny.
All right. I'm done
I
with
was
this
going to
guy.
say something else about Star Wars, but I'm not.
This guy's forever. And I think we should wrap it up there. It's almost midnight.
It's almost 1.
Oh,
It's
great.
almost 11.
Well, Slender, thank you so much for being here. I know I kind of tricked you with it being about gaming, and then that dude shifted. But in my defense,
mean, it seemed like he was going to talk about gaming, but I guess really the name of the video should have just been
Craig.
I Hate Craig.
Yeah.
Because that's really what he has going on. He is very jealous.
well, in my defense, I stopped watching after 3 minutes. I was like, this is golden. Who would have known a guy that looks like that would have disappointed me?
And it could have been not just I hate Greg. It's I hate anybody who has conservative thoughts.
Yeah, but he was going after Craig specifically.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, Craig, so I mean, maybe he deserves it. Who knows? That's for
No,
you to
Craig's a
decide,
good dude.
audience. I have
Craig
no
is a
idea.
very good
I have
dude.
no idea.
He's a fine person.
Yeah. I mean, there were very fine people on both sides.
It's amazing how many channels are out there focused on, because people love the drama.
It's kind of what we're doing right now.
Well, no, I don't.
We don't.
Here's the
hate.
thing: if they're
we
being
mock.
reasonable,
Yeah.
I don't go in as hard. But if they're being arrogant and condescending,
Right.
yeah, I'm immediately going for the throat.
I
can't
It's
stand
also not
that
the main
fucking
focus
attitude.
of this channel. The channel has a show. The speakeasies are for fun.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, the speakeasy goes for whatever. I will never. It's very unlikely I will ever have a video that I want to madfap that I agree with, because there's nothing I can add, so that would be pointless.
Unless it was like a really shitty video, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
But it's kind of like talking about things that you like. You want people to go watch it. You don't want to spoil everything.
Yeah.
Whereas talking about things you don't like, I mean, I'm specifically talking about reviewing movies and TV shows the way we do it. I mean,
Right.
people are always like, why are you guys always talking negative? It's like, because you can talk about that. When
Yeah,
it's something
and I
that
and
you
we
think is
don't
great,
always talk
then
negative.
You want them to go see it.
We give plenty of positive reviews.
But the reviews are very short compared to the things we hate.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. If you hate it and I'm advising you not to go see it, then I'm not worried about spoiling it for you.
Exactly. That's the point.
And I can get much more granular and pick it apart. But even a lot of the movies and shows and stuff we do like we'll get deeper in our coverage. But if we do, it's usually we give an initial review and then the next week we do the deep dive. You know, we give you some time.
Or you've got a full week to watch it before we do a show on Friday or say Monday.
Or we put up
Because
the spoiler
you've had a
warning.
week. Like we did deep dives on Mobland.
Yeah.
Every episode on a Sin and Art. We
Yeah.
did deep dives on. We're doing deep dives on Night of the Seven Kingdoms on Comic Show on Mondays, and that's only a day after it releases.
I can tell you, Shifty, what's wrong with it. He got all them teeth, but no toothbrush.
Yeah, that's what Mama says.
Mama says happiness comes from little rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
Well, Mama's wrong.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
Oh man, that was that movie. First time I touched a boob. I want to go see that.
Was it in the scene where she showed him her boobies and he liked them too?
She showed me her boobies and I like them too.
I don't like how you guys know me. So, anyways, we'll end it on that. Don't tell anybody. I have a rep to maintain. Don't let them know I've touched boobs.
The good Lord did not choose to bless me with good looks or a fully functioning brain.
Well, I couldn't say all that because that's not me. Well, the brain, the fully functioning brain, that would happen later. But at that time, it would have applied. Have they found their what?
I don't know. I think we're done here.
Yeah.
The show's over.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks to everybody who donated. Thanks to everybody hanging out. Make sure to tell everyone when your mailman comes to drop off your mail, be like, "Yo, check it. You're gonna love this fucking guy for real, for real. He's fire."
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Yeah.
No, Mama. The search continues.
They find that gorilla
escape
from the zoo and punch you in the eye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just didn't catch the initial reference on it.
Yeah. I was like, wait, I don't want to talk about the Obamas. Well, look what happened when Trump. Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.
Night.
Oh, don't forget Friday, Ascendant Art.
Now, Mr. Kansas Law Dog. Law don't go around here. Savvy? Yeah, that's real good, Law Dog, because law just don't go around here.
Raising me been such a good time. Women and beer, yeah. And I say, hey, Law Doggy, Law don't go around here. They keep on chasing me, raising me, been such a good time. Women and beer, yeah. Hey! They keep on chasing me, raising me, been such a good time. Women and beer, yeah. Hey!
I want you to know it's over.
Road Victoria, M.A.D.
Bye.
Machiavellic bedaction.